Hey, everybody. Welcome to this very special pandemic episode, once in a lifetime, of the VCR Gaming Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Matthew, and seated somewhere in a Blizzard administrative parking lot, checking temperatures of the employees as they come in as part of his sponsorship deal, is our other host, Matthew. How are you, Matt?
Oh, not doing too bad. We're doing our annual VCR Gaming episode. Because I think our last one was around this time last year, too.
What, has it really been a year? Holy shit.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, man.
Yeah.
It's been quite a fucking year, man.
Shit, dude, that's an understatement. It's been fucking crazy, man, to be honest with you. The world has found a new level of fucking ignorance, honestly, and we're in it, so whatever.
Oh god, I know it's been dude, where do we even begin? Like
I don't even know.
It's something that I've like talked a lot about on my Magic podcast. It's like I had so many plans this year. You probably did too. Like I had plans of traveling and all that stuff, and going on vacations. I was supposed to go to Vegas and Canada and all this shit, and just nothing. Yeah,
no, we were gonna go. I don't even know where we were gonna go, but we were gonna go somewhere. Like I traveled for work a lot last year, so like we were gonna go somewhere for free, and nope, can't go anywhere. Nowhere to go. Not allowed to go. Fucking airlines pretty much shut down, and so we went and rented jet skis.
Oh, damn.
That's what we did for vacation this year. We did Florida shit. Well, we went to Universal. We went to Universal Studios like 2 weeks after they opened it back up with like all the restrictions.
Yeah.
We were like, had a fucking enough. And we're like, we're going to do something. And dude, honestly, it was safer at the time. It's pretty busy now, but at the time it was safer than going to the grocery store, dude. I swear to God, it was. Like, it was an even better experience than going to the grocery store.
Fucking doesn't surprise me, man. I mean, fuck. As much as I hate wearing a mask and all that shit, yet I do it anyway. Because, hey, try to be, thoughtful person and all that shit. And
it can't hurt, bro.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
and it's honestly not that big a deal, too. Like maybe the first few times it was a pain in the ass, but you get used to it, though.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I have, the only problem I have with masks, Matt, is, and I wear them. I'm considerate. Like, there's no good proof that it doesn't not help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, and obviously, dude, how many times you be near somebody and they spit when they talk and it gets on you and you're like,
oh yeah.
Like, we know this shit is like hyper contagious. So I mean, it has to help some, right?
Oh,
but anyways, my only thing is I don't agree with any like trying to force it on people. Like, that's against, like, I mean, I think everybody should just stop being assholes and wear them. But I also think that, like, you can't take away somebody's liberties or try to force somebody to do some shit like that. It's like, this is America, dude. This ain't China. All right.
Yeah. And God, I don't want to like dive deep into politics with that stuff because that's such a freaking, it's become such a political hot topic, which it should have never have been, where God, I don't even fucking know, man. It's
how did
just
they politicize that shit? Like, but they did.
Are you surprised at this point?
No, fuck no, dude. Nothing surprises me.
I mean, just look what happened at the end of May. Like, racial equality and all that stuff. Oh, it's politicized now. It's like,
right? Yeah.
It's like fucking hell.
Everything. Yeah. I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, it is what it is. Look, just try to not be a complete scumbag, and I mean, really, we can't go that wrong.
It's doing your best and also realizing, well, we are in Florida. People are scumbags regardless, so.
Dude. You've heard me say it before. Like, we're on a barbecue grill, you have the little can that dangles at the very bottom where the grease all falls in, all the shit you don't want. That's Florida. We catch all
pretty
that.
Much.
We're the grease trap. We're the grease can. Yeah.
God.
I don't know. It's people are shitty everywhere, though, if I'm honest, man. I mean, I've been everywhere, and honestly, like, you go to the Northeast and shit's just like, everything's just older and people are still shitty. You go out west and people are up their own ass, but they're shitty. Like, it's I don't know, man. It's kind of the same everywhere, just rearranged, maybe.
So the other thing I wanted to bring up, because we both work for the same company, but we're kind of both in the same department now again, but different teams, I guess.
The streams cross.
Yeah. And so you're not traveling as much anymore, right? But you're traveling locally?
Barely. I went to one of our locations south of Tampa 3 times, and under protest, really. I mean, there really wasn't a need. It was just they'd be throwing fits. Some of our folks on my team have traveled, like, I think they've gone to like 2 different like locations. They've actually traveled, and one of them, they all got exposed to COVID.
Oh my God.
At the hospital they were at. Yeah. And all got quarantined and shit. Yeah. So, I mean, well, I'm not really keen on it. I mean, look, I'll go around here. I'll be safe. We'll go do outdoor shit, or we'll even we'll even go to like the stores and stuff. I mean, I really think the risk is pretty low there. I think that being in close proximity with somebody that has it, like, you're for sure going to get it, but to go to the store or something, I think you're fine. But like traveling, being in an airplane, or like being somewhere where it's a different group of people that you're not normally, you don't know who you're encountering. I think that's still a little risky. I think that we need to hold off on that a little longer. And hey, I mean, some people that share beliefs with me and political views and stuff are going to think that's bullshit, but I try not to align myself. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to don't be a shitty person, man, and just try to think
safe.
Things logically. Yeah. Like that's really all you should be doing. But anyways, I digress.
Yeah, man. So I guess we need to start off with okay, and we're back. Just had a quick little technical difficulty that we had to fix.
It's my fault.
No, it's all right. So yeah, life has been fucking weird, man. It's like and it for what I'm doing on my team is I'm doing a lot of go lives and all that stuff, and some cutovers, but I have to do it all remotely, where if it was normal, I'd be traveling a lot more, and just having to walk, non-IT people through, like, how to plug stuff in is sometimes the worst ever.
Yeah.
Just as much as I love Bob, and, I'm glad that he retired and all that stuff, it's just imagine, like, trying to walk, like, multiple Bobs on how to plug stuff in.
Oh, bro. You're preaching to the choir there, man. Bro, I integrate these people, and like they're like, yeah, we have an IT guy. He's here on Tuesdays. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, and like what we do is like super subspecialized. Like,
oh yeah, and you guys are on such a tight deadline too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, the industry you and I are in we're in IT, but we're in healthcare IT, and then we're in like radiology IT. It's like very like
very
like,
specialized.
Yeah, and they'll get like this contractor that's like, they might do restaurants too or something, and it's anyways.
Yeah, it's
I
bad.
hear you, man.
It's bad. But yeah, that's what I've been having to deal with. But I'm off for 12 days though. I do not come back until beginning of November.
How'd you finagle that?
Oh, dude, did I not tell you like how many hours of PTO I have?
Ooh, do you want to have a PTO hour battle?
Yes.
Okay. All right. How many you got? I'll tell you right now.
I don't. Oh God, I'd have to log in to the account and all that. So when I took off, I know I had about 40 days of PTO.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is gonna be a good battle then. I'm waiting for it to log in.
Yeah, I need to. I forget my username and password for it, but so I have 12 days off right now. Then I have the last week of November off until December. And then I'm taking like a week and a half in December off as well, too. Because my new boss is all like... And we don't lose our hours or anything. But he's just like... He's like, Matt, just fucking take time off.
You need to burn that shit. It won't load the website for me for some reason.
Yeah, I'm having the same issue too.
Okay,
it's not.
So they might be down. Well, anyways, The last time I checked, I had almost 400 hours. I was like right underneath it. So what's that work out to in days?
So you might have more than me now that I've put in a bunch of time off because it's deducted already. So if you had like
50 days.
Yeah.
Roughly. So it's a little under because I don't have quite 400 yet, but yeah.
Yeah.
So wow, that's cool. We're real close, dude. That's a lot of PTO.
Well, dude, like, so when we officially moved over to our new company 2 years ago, I mean, I was the manager at the time and I never took time off or anything, like, ever. And then, you know, I had days here and there that I would take off, but never like an actual vacation or anything like that. And and then when I moved over to this new team, it's, you know, and especially like during when the pandemic earlier this year, we didn't have anything to do at the beginning because everything was like shut down. So it's like my boss like, okay, just play video games while you're waiting on something. I'm like, okay. I mean, I know your team's very different. You guys probably had stuff to do. We were kind of like, what do we do?
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, no, I put in that time, bro. I miss the days of, you know, attending calls that are boring or waiting on other people. Like, yeah, no. But that's freaking sick, dude. Like, and it's cool too that they want you to take time off. Like, they tell us to take time off. They're like, at least take a day a month if you're not gonna like take a big chunk or anything. But like, I really can't, dude. Like, I'm off tomorrow, but like, I already have shit to do at 8 a.m. So
dude, like I said, I know we're on different teams and all that stuff, but it's like I've got a meeting I got to attend tomorrow, and then we're doing this training that we're doing like for the next few weeks, and I got to attend that next week. And I just told my boss like I'm gonna buy back that time. He's like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm like, okay,
that's cool, bro.
Oh, dude, I love my new boss, man. He's just like he knows that we'll bust our ass and all that stuff. And dude, you know me. It's like you and I have the same kind of work ethic. We're just used to fucking pounding the pavement. So when, like, especially at the beginning of the pandemic, when there was nothing happening, we didn't have anything going on and all that, I was just like, dude, what do I do? Like, I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. Like, am I going to be fired or something or put on furlough and all that? Because, like, dude, we didn't know. You know?
No. We were super busy, but like we were like, is this gonna dry up now? You know, like we didn't know.
Oh yeah.
We all had the same thoughts because it was like miraculously we stayed busy and it actually worked in our organization's favor. The COVID thing, probably the only thing in healthcare actually that it did. And you know, but it was real sketchy, touch and go for quite a few months. It was like, shit, are they gonna tell us to, you know, we'll see you in a few months if it normalizes? Like, it was real sketchy.
Well, at least on my team, it didn't start picking back up till May. So, like, from March to April, I pretty much had nothing to do. Like, I would do things here and there, you know, like small stuff, right? But no, like, project work that I was, you know, preparing for. And I had to, and all the projects I wanted to do, I had to put on hold because it all required me to go on site to places too. So...
Well, I brought you a project. We had those four sites here in Florida.
Yeah, just
it wasn't much work.
Well, and I just now fucking finished them the other week because that freaking site. Oh my god. Well, plus the ISP sucks too. But
Shocker.
Well, no, I mean, no, and it's I've been put on some other projects just like that. Like, hey, we suddenly need you to rebuild this network. Like, dude, I've been put on a few of those where, like, hey, we need you to redesign this network. I'm like, do I have any access to anything? Nope. Figure it out. You're like, oh, great. Who can I talk to like, you know, figure out the design and scope of this? Someone, but they don't really know anything. And you're just like, what?
Dude, I know. Yeah.
It's just like, all right. Yeah. And here comes my cat.
Aw.
But, yeah, so, she's been doing this a lot.
Why don't we jump in a little bit? This isn't quite game related, but this is you and I related, and I noticed something.
Catch up related, yeah.
So when you stepped away a moment ago, your chair, I think, says "Kill a Bee" on it.
Yes, it does. It does.
I have a Batman chair, and you're a huge Batman freak. Right? Do we literally have each other's fucking chairs now? Like, are we fans of each other right now?
Right?
Bro, I'm so fucking floored by your chair.
I didn't even think of that. Oh, this fucking
How
cat.
Could you not think it? Oh my god.
Well, I mean, I know I've thought of it, you know, seeing it, but just now I forgot it said "Kill a Bee" until you just said it now.
Bro, I was like, you had got up right before we started. I was like way up on my screen trying to read it because it's at a weird angle. I'm like, it fucking does say "Kill a Bee" on it.
Kill a Bee, yeah.
Dude, that is so fucking funny, man.
Yeah, it's not a bad chair at all. The only thing is, like, I feel like the cushion on the butt probably needs to be a little bit fluffier or something, but just putting a pillow or something behind you or on it is fine.
They're all firm and intentionally. Even mine is, dude. Like it's supposed to be, because if it's too soft, you'll fatigue, and if it's hard,
I see what you mean.
It'll support you longer, like, and it won't break down as fast. But
that makes
sometimes
sense.
I'll be sitting here and like my legs will go to sleep and shit, dude. Like for real.
Oh, that happens to me almost all the time.
Yeah.
But
that's funny.
Is that Batman chair good too?
Yeah, I mean it's totally fine. Like I said, it's stiffer than you'd think it would be. But honestly though, like I don't have back pain. Like I had like an IKEA chair before, just like a whatever, and it was like real cushiony or whatever. And bro, like I'd be like, I got a bad back and shit. I'd be like crippled, like from sitting at. I literally would go like out to the countertop in the kitchen and like work standing up and shit, man. Like so this I can at least sit all day in it. I still go out there to like mix it up and to
Yeah, because you get bored. You get bored of shit, like just sitting there all the time.
Right, but I mean, I can sit here all day and I don't hurt. So in that aspect, I mean, I guess they know what they're doing. But
yeah,
I was just floored. I was like, this motherfucker has a Kill Bee chair and I have a Batman chair, and Matt is like Matt buys everything Batman. Like I don't know if anybody knows that or not.
Like I just got a new Batman wallet again.
There, boom, exactly. And the truth of the matter is, like,
and then
I don't mind
my Lego Batman.
Truth of the matter is I don't mind Batman. Like I like Batman and I like the murdered out like look or whatever, but when I was buying a chair, it was peak pandemic and everybody was working from home, right?
Oh yeah,
everything was sold out and you had to pre-order chairs. So it
God, I remember that.
It was really weird. Desks and chairs,
and webcams. Thank God I had my webcam already, because dude, have you seen how expensive webcams got too?
Bro, the one that I have, which I think might be the same one that you have, it's just like the Logitech whatever HD one. Dude, I saw them going for like $500 and something bucks. I thought about throwing mine on eBay.
Right?
I'll get one later, dude. Fuck that. I'll use my laptop. It's got
I'll use my shitty ass webcam that's like 480p.
Dude, I'll fucking take my phone up there, bro.
Right?
The apps and shit to talk.
Oh my God.
$500.
Dude, fucking crazy.
It is. Shit got crazy. So anyways, it was just the first. It was, I swear to God, it was the first available one I could like order and get to me. That was the whole reason why. I'm like, it's cool. And, but anyways, so that's funny. So we have each other's chairs.
Yes.
So every time I sit my ass in this, I'll think of you, Matt.
Oh, thank you. And every time I fart in this chair, I'll think of you.
Appropriate. Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
Oh man, so it's been like a while since we've talked. We've been so fucking busy, and you reached out to me on this, and this is a good excuse to just like talk about video games. And dude, I've been playing. I forgot to even put in some other games that I've been playing on here.
How dare you?
It's just, I mean, now that I'm back on the World of Warcraft again, it's fucking I don't fucking play anything else except
part of your sponsorship deal, dude. You got to spend at least 1,000 hours a month on that shit,
dude. Well, we'll get into the games, but no, I'm glad we're doing this again, because I've had people ask me because I have a new sponsor for my Magic podcast,
go on,
cardsphere.com, and the owners of that show loved VCR Gaming, and they've been asking me like for the past couple months, like
for real?
Yeah, like are you ever gonna do a new episode? Well, how about or they asked me, oh, would you do an episode with me of VCR? I'm like, no, I don't want to take it away from us and all that, and and then also at the time I know I was super fucking busy past couple months. Like, dude, it's like ever since like May, June, it's been insanity for me.
Hey man, listen, for the right amount of money, we'll do a wink wink private show, you know what I'm saying?
Right. At VCR Gaming After Dark.
$20 is $20, bro, just saying.
Oh damn, you're expensive.
You're right. I was just trying to sound like I had some level of
some class.
Yeah.
Oh man,
dude, that's exciting though, that they not only are your sponsor, well deserving by the way, but and that they know about this show and liked it. Like that, honestly, that's like the first like good feedback, like natural feedback I've heard from VCR Gaming. Truthfully,
I know, but it's so I'm excited to announce this to them, because I've been like sort of teasing, like I've got a little bit of announcement to make, and they're like, oh, is it Magic related? I'm like, nope.
Nope.
Is it D&D related? Nope. Like, so it'll be nice to.
Well, now you should have told me after, because now I'm gonna feel like we gotta like live up to something here.
Oh no, not at all. We don't have to live up to anything.
No, I'm kidding.
It's like we got to embrace the trash.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, we ain't professionals when it comes to this show, at least.
No.
But you know, Matt, I honest to God, like, because you and I talked probably about a month ago. We talked a little bit. You had called me about something, and we ended up bullshitting for like ever. And I just was
it
like,
was something work related. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, we used to work, you know, together all the time. We used to talk every day.
Oh, I know.
Like, fucking, I've been wanting to set this up with you just for an excuse, a reason to talk to you about shit. Like, I really enjoyed our conversation. We talked so much about games.
And dude, I miss you. I miss you, man.
I miss you too, man. If I'm like, if we're gonna talk about games, like, we might as well fucking publish this shit, because it ain't no different than us being on the phone. Like, we might as well put it out there.
Right?
I mean,
yeah.
You know.
No, so, and you make a good point, because we used to work closely like every day, just we would work so hard, aka spend hours talking games, and no, there was definitely work that was done and all that stuff. But
we've been through it for sure.
Yeah.
We earned our stripes, but we also figured out how to hang out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, exactly. So no, I'm glad we're doing this again, and I hope we try to, at least try to keep it steady again, even if it's like once a month or something like that, or just something,
Yeah,
because it's I've been playing a hell of a lot of games lately. It's fuck.
I as well.
It's like there's nothing else to do.
No, yeah, when you can't go anywhere, or like, like I'll be just stressed the fuck out, and everybody will be asleep or whatever, and it's like I got to do something that's not work sleep. It's like I just jump on a game for an hour, dude. I like just have to do something to escape. Matt, Joe Rogan said some shit that pissed me off, and I like Joe Rogan, but he was like, because he was like addicted. Like, I think he has an addictive personality.
I hate when he starts talking. I was so addicted to Quake or whatever. I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Well, I think he truly had a problem.
Yeah,
I really do. And so, like, he equates that experience to it for like everybody else. He's like, games are cool and neat and creative or whatever, but like really at the end of the day, they don't do anything for you, or I think he said something like, it's just a waste of time, because at the end you have nothing to show for it. And I'm like, well, hold on. That's actually not true, because A, it's a stress reliever or an escape. Not everybody does the same shit for that. B, it might enhance your need to be creative. Like, you and I have done this show, and it's caused me to like go out and like experience like the retro communities and stuff like that. So like I don't necessarily buy that, but like he said that a while back.
Also,
and
you can
never told you about it.
Yeah, and you can make a career out of video games now. I mean, there's esports, there's people that are streaming on Twitch making money on this. Oh, I didn't tell you, I've made 2 paychecks off of Twitch during this pandemic.
No shit.
Yeah.
Bro.
Dude, it's been fucking sweet. I mean, it's not a lot of money or anything. It's not like I'm gonna drop my job or anything, but dude,
sure.
But it's sort of that addictive, like, oh shit, I can make money off this, and it's like kind of made me want to do some more of it.
Is it like vindicating though too? Like, it makes you feel like it's not for nothing. Like, does it give you kind of like a pushback? Like, hey, cool, somebody actually cares. Does it give you like that kind of?
It's that, and it's also to me, it's like I only started streaming more during the pandemic. Streaming Paper Magic during the pandemic, because there was nothing else to fucking do at night and all that. Right. So and I was just getting to hang out with other Magic people and all that. So it was never really about money. It was just an awesome side effect of it. Right. And all that. So it was just like, oh, cool. And, I get to put that money towards my business, and also, put it towards other Magic shit or whatever. Oh, dude. So I'm officially a DBA as well too for my podcast. Wow. Yeah.
No shit?
Yep. It was either DBA or LLC, and
LLC
was way too expensive. And I mean, the only time I'll ever LLC is if I hire someone, which I don't think will ever happen.
Right. And you're not providing a service to somebody that they can like sue you for essentially either. So LLC protects you a lot from that. And you're only self-serving essentially. So they can't like you're not going to go like fuck somebody's house up doing an install on something and then they sue
maybe
you personally,
I don't know. I mean, I'm that handyman and all that stuff. No, but that's been cool.
That's really cool, dude.
Shit. So before we get into like games and stuff, what else has been going on with you? Like anything? I don't know. Just anything?
I have a cool story that's non-gaming related that I haven't told you. I don't think I've told you about.
Okay.
So we decided that we wanted to do something active outdoors as a family. We've actually kind of had this thought. We used to go to Disney a lot, and get like passes, and that would be kind of our downtime. But one, it's really expensive to keep those passes up, and then two, it's pandemic. Like we couldn't go, and they had expired and this and that. So we were like, okay, well, what do we want to do? And we started looking at everything. Everything's like real expensive or a big commitment. So I was like, okay, let's get into mountain bikes. Like I watch actually a lot of mountain bike YouTube shit, and I used to ride BMX back in the day. Like, I'm like, this is great for us to do. We can even just ride around the neighborhood or, some shit. Like, let's get bikes. Well, first of all, by the way, that's another industry, Matt, that got a run because of the pandemic. I guess everybody else had the same idea. Dude, Walmart, Walmart bike shelves empty.
Wow. I guess I never even thought of that
now.
Holy crap.
Me either. Yeah, no, me either, dude. So like I'm going to try to buy we got Trek mountain bikes we ended up getting, but they're not like nothing special. They're just like super entry level, just to just to have something, right?
Nothing crazy that our old coworker John used to get into, because remember he used to spend like thousands on bikes.
Yeah, not crazy to his level, but like in the very beginnery realm, right?
But decent enough, right?
I guess. I mean, they're entry level, but the point is that I spent almost a month trying to find 3 bikes. Like that's how crazy it was.
Holy crap.
And the pandemic is weird, dude. Like you think it'd be easy just to go out and say, I want to buy a fucking bike, dude. I mean, I went to Dick's Sporting Goods. I went to all the local bike shops, which by the way, there's a shitload of bicycle stores in our area, Matt. I mean,
really?
There's probably like 50. Yeah, it's fucking
Holy
crazy.
Crap.
None of them had bikes. No big stores. So anyway, so we finally find bikes. I'm like I've been trying to find them, right? So it's like this big to do for us, right? I'm like, fucking finally, we're gonna go out and do it. We went a little too hard. So I went finding like all the trails to go and ride. I figured they'd be hard, but like you can always just bail out or leave, or like you can do the easier parts or whatever. Well, we went up into, do you know what Croom is, Matt, up in Brooksville area?
It sounds familiar. Yeah, it sounds familiar.
A lot of people go up there to like ride motorcycles and dirt bikes and 4-wheelers, but there's also like this big, huge, like it's massive. It's a protected forest. It's like, it's literally like hundreds of miles. And they have bike trails. And so we went out there, and bro, like the trails were not marked the deeper that we went, and we legit got lost in the woods until it got dark.
Oh my god. And
was raining with no cell phone service.
Oh my god. Holy shit. All 3 of you?
I swear to God, Matt. Yeah, I didn't have a knife, a gun, a flashlight, nothing, bro.
Good thing you didn't run into a bear or a cougar or anything. Shit,
dude. When it was like getting like dusky, it was, you could hear them. It was, dude. It was
the cougars or the
no. I don't know what we heard. It was something was like rustling and shit.
Oh shit.
So we literally got lost in a forest. The thing was, I wasn't.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, I wasn't like super panicked because there's fire roads in like a grid and you can find your way to them. The problem is they're like sugar sand, so you can't ride on them. So you have to walk. In like deep sugar sand for miles to get back to anywhere.
I know what you mean. I've been through those kind of trails before. They fucking suck.
Yeah, so we found fire roads and we could figure out where we were, but problem was we were like exactly like diagonally opposite of where our car was and where we needed to be.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, Matt, we were probably minutes away from me literally, because the other thing too is it's thick woods, so like you can only drag the bikes or ride the bikes where there's a trail. That you can't just go through the woods and drag them. They'll get cut vines and branches. Like it's not going to happen. So like we I was minutes away from just ditching the fucking bikes and just going straight toward where the car was.
Holy shit! Thank God you guys nothing happened.
Seriously, so
dude, that's like a horror movie type situation.
Yeah, it was fucking legit scary, bro. And so
when was this?
June, July, probably July.
Oh God, fucking heat too.
Oh, hot dude, as fuck. We were stoked, head to toe. Oh my God. So the bugs, this is the other thing we didn't think about. The bugs are so fucking bad out there that we got out of the car and Melissa's like, is that a tick? And flicks a tick off of her leg.
Oh God.
But
so you guys were not prepared at all. Holy shit.
I mean, we had water, we had water pack, we had camelbacks and stuff. We had water and we had, we were prepared as far as
basic stuff
that goes, but not to be stuck overnight in the woods. No, definitely not.
Shit, man.
And Melissa got attacked by horseflies. I mean, bro, I'll send you a pic. I'm gonna try to find it and send it to you. You have, dude. Actually, she probably won't appreciate that. I can you can see part of her ass in it, but
you don't have to.
She looked like a meth addict, dude. For 2 weeks, she was so tore up by fucking. Anyways, yeah. So that's my.
How was your son? Story. Was he getting scared during it or something? Or
Aiden definitely got a bit scared, understandably so, when it started to get a little bit dark. But I think that confidence and leadership and just talking to him and explaining it to him, hey, if we have to ditch the bikes, we're gonna be fine, we just don't want to do that, this and that, and everything, and he made it out, and I think he's better for it. Truthfully, it's an experience. He won't forget it.
For sure. Hell yeah. gonna tell his future kids the one time my dad got us lost in the woods and we almost got eaten by bears. He'll embellish the shit out of it. My mom almost got eaten alive by these giant bugs and
it was,
dude, that's
it was
crazy,
an experience, bro.
Dude, that's crazy.
So Melissa got me a bike GPS, by the way, so I have that now. I have sat nav for my bike.
Dude, that's no, I mean that thank God nothing went wrong or anything, because it's and I know I make joke of this, but thank God you didn't hear any banjos or anything as you guys are walking.
It was that area, bro. Very possible. Yeah.
Oh God, fucking deliverance right there. Holy shit.
Bro. Yeah, it was fucked up. Well, anyway,
dude, that's crazy.
We have been back since. Now we actually know. I actually figured out what went wrong too, where the trails got fucked up, and we've been back and we know our way around there now. And I have a GPS that's not reliant on a cell phone signal, so we're good. But yeah, it was no joke, dude. We were miles into the woods alone at dusk, and we were out there for 4 or 5 hours, Matt.
That's
a long
scary,
time,
bro. That's scary.
Lost, going back and forth, oh fuck, Fire Road again, doing circles and shit. So bad. So
dude, that's scary. Because just thinking to myself, it's you almost think oh, that could never happen to me. I couldn't get lost or whatever. But when you're saying there's no markers or anything like that, and everything probably looks nondescript and everything looks the same. And all that, could you see where the sun was? Could you tell what direction you're going? North, south, east, west, anything like that? Or
kind of, it's really covered in trees. You would find things that you would know what they were. You'd find a fire road, or you would occasionally hear a big truck off on the highway, so at least what direction the highway was in. But it also depended on where we were in that block of woods. So the sun wasn't helping though. No, you couldn't really tell which direction it was in. The trees were too covering.
That's scary, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. Thank God nothing happened, man. Holy fuck.
Yeah, no shit, dude. But I won't make that mistake again. And I don't want to make people think I'm putting my family in danger. We had plenty of water, and there was the backup escape plan was just ditch the bikes and walk for a mile in one direction, and we would have hit the road, and we could have found our car from there. So it wasn't super ridiculous, but it was not cool.
You weren't that deep in the woods where it would have been miles upon miles upon miles to get to a road, is what you're saying essentially, right?
If the chance of you going the wrong way and doing that was very easy and very real. If we wouldn't have found the fire road, there's a possibility that could have happened. but we found that early enough before it was dark that at least I got my bearings and I knew, like, God, it's going to suck ass, but we can go out that way. Now, the danger of animals out there, though, was very real. Like, even boar. Like, we have wild boar so bad.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So, like,
yeah, that would have been
was real.
Because especially all the nocturnal animals and shit, too. You got coyotes, boar, cougars, bears, especially bears up there, too.
It's Florida, bro.
And you got brown bears or black bears and shit.
Black bears, yeah. They're
damn.
Anyway, but yeah. So, what about you, man? You got anything going on? Any adventures? Any crazy encounters with any crazy people or anything like that?
Trying to think. I mean, I've seen a few Karens out in the wild, like with masks and all that shit. Oh, dude. Okay, I gotta tell you my story. So, all right. I don't think I've said this on any podcast, but fuck it, I'll tell it on here. So, this actually happened a couple weeks ago. So my wife and I, we like to order pizza on Saturdays because it's our day to relax. Like, we try not to do anything that day unless it's a date night or something. So so we order some pizza and the kids are doing whatever, they're being kids. And
as kids do, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're old enough now. I don't need to like be on top of them 24/7 and all that.
No.
Just like, okay, you're still breathing. All right, good. No, but so I decide to take a gummy right before I eat some pizza, and so we decide to watch The Witcher, and because I've been trying to get her to watch The Witcher forever, and this would be my third time watching it.
The series?
Yeah, the series.
So good, by the way.
Oh my god, and I read the entire book series too right after it. So fucking good. Okay. So, I'm starting to get relaxed, and we finished the episode, and then my youngest daughter comes in and says, "Mom, I got to talk to you." And I'm just like, "Oh fuck. Oh no, it happened. It happened, bro."
Right then and there, though.
Yes. So,
of course it did.
Of course. So, and of course, I'm a little not all there, and my wife had to go help the youngest daughter. And she told me, like, I need you to go to the store right now and get, underwear, pads, chocolate. I'm like, babe, I fucking can't right now. I can't.
Sorry.
She's like, no, you have to go. Like, I need to be here. Because she had to be there with her to, do all the things, like guide her through and all that stuff. And
did you like, were you like on Shipped, like on your phone, like seeing if you could get like them to pick shit up for you?
Oh, no. I drove, and dude, I was paranoid as fuck driving. And then I get to Target. I decided to go to Target instead of Walmart. And so I get to Target. Dude, I had to have looked like I looked so disheveled. Like, I looked fucking, my hair all messed up, and I'm like, I know I'm wearing like dirty clothes or whatever, because it's like I just ran out the door. Essentially, I didn't even bother. I don't even think I bothered putting on deodorant or anything.
I would love to see that. Oh my god,
dude! So I get over to the panty section for the little girls. Dude, I had to have looked like a fucking pedophile creep. Because I
straight up asshole, dude.
And there's other, like, other moms and little girls there, and I'm just staring at all the underwear, and I'm all like, I don't know what to pick. And
just like, the fuck you looking at?
And dude, I think I was starting to space out, because then someone from Target came up to me, and she's like, are you okay? Is there something I can help you with? I'm like, no, I'm good. And dude, I'm spacing the fuck out really bad right now, and I go and grab the underwear she needs, and then I go and get the other stuff. Pads and
sure,
and chocolate, all that stuff. And then I call my wife, and I'm all like, babe, I'm lost. I don't know where the baby wipes are. It's like, I don't know where I am right now.
You gotta handle your shit, bro. This is so funny. Oh my god.
I didn't even take a lot, but I think what heightened it up for me was I was freaking out that I had to leave the house, because I was just wanting to relax.
You got in your own head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely did. And it was, so my wife had to guide me, like, where the baby wipes are and all that stuff. And then I ended up spending over $100 at Target, because I ended up buying the Lego Mario starter set, because I'm like, oh, she needs this too. She definitely.
When you got it. I saw you post that shit. I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. And that's when you got it.
Yeah, that's when I got it. I'm like, she definitely needs it to help her feel better.
Oh, that's funny as shit, dude.
So yeah, that's probably been the most exciting thing that's happened.
Honestly, that's a fucking scary ass horror story time too, and I've been in a very similar situation more than once, so I totally feel you, bro. Holy shit!
Yeah,
What
and it was
fucking night.
Yeah, it was like if I was completely straight or whatever, it would have been fine. I would have been fine and all that stuff. But it's just I was just starting to relax. It was starting to kick in, and I'm all like, yeah. Then it's like hear the
extreme paranoia stage.
Knock on the door, like, Mom, I need to talk to you. I'm like, oh no.
Like, no, you don't. Try again.
No.
Try tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. I don't care.
Oh God.
Dude, I'm just literally sitting here, bro, and I'm thinking of you looking like the biggest fucking weirdo creep.
Oh, dude, I had to,
section, dude.
Like, I had to have looked like a fucking disgusting creep. Like, I'm just fucking staring at him, like, I don't know which ones to get.
That's ridiculous, bro. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Man, yeah, I think that's like been the most exciting thing. It's like, dude, I have not been doing much. It's been podcast, streaming, working, trying to do stuff with the family. It's Jazzy and I, we play D&D every other Monday with some people online. Zoe and I, we try to, we got the Lego Mario set. We try to do stuff because, dude, they're at that age where trying to do stuff together with both of them is just
not gonna happen.
No, not gonna happen.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So Lego Mario, by the way,
I fucking love it.
Is he not cool as shit with his little screen on his belly or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Dude?
Did you get it too, or
no? But because here's the problem. You know what's gonna happen?
You're gonna buy them all.
No. That's a deep rabbit hole, by the way.
Dude, there's so many. Oh my God.
So many, bro. No, I would want to just have him with his little belly screen lit up like on my desk all day, every day, looking at me, and I would just want to like shake him to make the noises and stuff. So like I'm like, that's not really what he's intended for. And then I'd get mad if like Aiden tries to take him off my desk, be like, he's part of my desk, like, so I don't know.
No, it's super fun though. So I guess let's start getting into some video games and my cat's butthole.
We're only 51 minutes in, bro. This is good timing. Yeah, no, we're good. Video game fucking podcast, bro. Like, yeah. It's how it goes. Your cat is awesome, by the way.
Oh, fucking Prim. She's been obsessed with me. Come on, cat. So what games have you been playing?
Matthew,
I mean, we've got a lot. We've got so many. I mean, I guess let's just go one by one for like one of each of us and all that.
Trading off. Okay. Yeah. I want to talk about my new favorite. I got it 2 weeks ago, and now Matt, I've been trying to get one of these for forever, and the stars have not aligned for me to get a TurboGrafx. I've wanted one. I love shoot 'em ups.
I know.
And the stars haven't aligned, and not to mention the other thing keeps me away is like I have to mod it to play it on a system, so like even if I bought one, I can't play it. I got a TurboGrafx Mini, and it's actually really fucking good, dude. It is my new favorite thing. I wish I could play it more. Let me explain. So they gave a shit. This isn't like the PlayStation Mini. Like, this is like Nintendo level. Like, in fact, it reminds me a lot of the Nintendo Classic Minis.
Yeah.
Dude, it is so good. It has all they did this shit right. You know how like Nintendo did like the Japanese, the UK, and the American one? It's one. It just depends on how it physically looks, depending on where you bought it from. So the American one has all the TurboGrafx stuff, and then you can switch to the PC Engine console, and it's got all the Japanese games too. So you have like 50 games, dude. Yeah. And I want to say there's probably like, I don't know, I'm guessing there's probably like 15 of those games ish, maybe more, maybe less, are shoot 'em ups. And it's like thousands of dollars of shoot 'em ups. Like if you were to try to buy them for real. And like, this is great because these are games I was presumably never going to be able to actually play, And dude, I just been going nuts with it. Like, I absolutely love it. It works really well. They really gave a shit. Like, it's totally worth the $100. Like, if you want TurboGrafx on a modern TV and you don't want to go down that bullshit hole, I don't even want to get into all the games, dude, because they're so fucking.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I forgot this thing released. I completely forgot about it.
It was a little hard to get. They fucked the release up, and only people that pre-ordered really got them. There was a shortage because of COVID.
Yeah.
I happened to be in the game store that's in the Wiregrass Mall 2 weekends ago. We were there to we had to go there for something. I can't remember what. And I was like, oh, let's hit this store up or whatever. And they had one unopened on the shelf for retail price. I was like, yep, buying it. So I grabbed it, and I freaking love it, dude.
This has got the original R-Type on it?
It does.
Oh, I love R-Type. That's one of my favorites.
Some of those games, especially on the Japanese side, are CD games too, and it even emulates the CD games. Bless you, I saw that.
Yeah, thank you.
I fucking love it. I love shoot 'em ups. The controller feels great. It feels right.
Okay.
I can't recommend it if you're into those type of TurboGrafx games and you've never been able to fully experience them. This is probably best bang for your buck. It really is.
Yeah, I've never played TurboGrafx at all before.
The little bit that I've played has been shoot 'em ups, and I've just been like, well, this is great. And you know what blows my mind about it is it was out the same time as the regular Nintendo.
Oh yeah, that is right. Yeah.
It's technically a 16-bit console. We don't have to get into that. It's more in between. But Nintendo's like, oh, now you're playing with power and all this, and it's like, bro, they had arcade ports on TurboGrafx, man. America fucked up on that release. We really slept on that. But anyways, that's me. That's my my new passion right now for retro stuff, and I love it. It works really good. What about you, Matt? What have you been playing?
Well, just one quick question on TurboGrafx. Is it just like all the other minis? It's just HDMI? You plug it up
exactly.
to? Okay.
Yep. Straightforward. It even uses the same USB power brick. Actually, it doesn't come with a brick. It only comes with a cable. So I think I'm using my Super Nintendo one. It works fine.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome, man. It's awesome. So the first game I wanted to talk about is Mario 3D All-Stars. I was so excited to get that. And then, because it comes with Mario 64 Sunshine and Galaxy. And then I immediately remembered why I don't like 64 and Sunshine, because the camera controls are god fucking awful. Oh my
AIDS. Yeah.
Dude, there's still good games. I went and got all 120 stars in Mario 64, and I'm working my way through Sunshine right now. And oh my god, dude, that game's so frustrating. 64 was so frustrating. Once I got used to the controls again, it got easier and all that, but holy shit, dude, I forgot how terrible that camera was in that game. It's
not great. Yeah, it's the aging well thing versus, I don't know, man. I still consider Mario 64 a masterpiece, dude.
It's still a really good game, but it's just go and play Galaxy or Mario Odyssey and then go back and play Mario 64. You
shouldn't do that.
It's so bad.
Time in between them. You either need to start at the old shit and go newer, or you need to have a big break in between them. You really do, yeah.
The thing with Sunshine though that's pissing me off with it is the camera's better, but there are certain things where Mario just doesn't respond to controls sometimes. Where and like I said, I think this is I'm used to Mario Odyssey because of just how reactive Mario is. You press the jump button, he's gonna jump. But the thing that I noticed with Sunshine is if you move Mario in a half circular direction and try to jump, sometimes he doesn't jump. You have to sort of do the half circular movement, stop, then jump, and not at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. So hold on, this is on Sunshine?
Yeah, I noticed it. And that may be a bad example or something, but I noticed that where if I try to do certain movements and jump at the same time, he doesn't respond. Yet I have to slow myself down, and then he'll start responding better.
Don't second guess yourself, Matt. If you of all people is noticing that, then it's there. I'm wondering, do you have it on GameCube? Are you able to fire it up?
No, I need to get it again. I did have it at one point, but I sold it.
I'll let you borrow it, and tell me if it does. I'm wondering, and I'm a nerd like this. I'm wondering if it's an emulation thing, because it is emulated.
Yeah, they're purely emulated. So yeah, I'm curious about that too, because there's some times where, we all have those stupid moments where we're like, I totally jumped, and all that stuff, and
Right.
I'm sure I've had that happen, right, where I didn't hit the jump button hard enough or like fast enough or something. But there's times where I'm actively playing, I'm like, why the fuck are you not responding to my controls? Like, what the hell's going on?
Are you playing in like handheld mode and it's doing that?
No, it's more on the screen I'm doing with my Pro controller than I notice it the most. I don't play enough on the handheld mode to even notice it. I mainly play on the TV in dock mode.
Is there a lot of distance between you and the Switch and the Pro remote?
Not really.
I wonder if it's a remote thing. The Pro remote's pretty good though. Like, I keep mine behind like a wall, like how my house is set up. The Pro remote will work like in my kitchen, whereas like the Joy-Con can't get far away. So it's probably not the remote.
Yeah, because I can play like Mario Odyssey with no problems. I can play Zelda, Animal Crossing, and all that with no problems, and just don't notice. So, like I said, I wonder if it is the emulation. I'd be curious to hook up my GameCube and try that out.
I'm wondering, dude. And honestly, that would kind of suck if so, because historically Nintendo kind of gives a shit when they do actually officially emulate. That would make me feel sad if that was the case. Like,
and I noticed, I noticed it in 64 as well too, a little bit.
Really, 64 is very responsive on the Nintendo 64. You won't have shit like that happen. I can tell you that 100%. It's too old school analog directed. There's no way. So. That's kind of off-putting. Does it look okay though? Like, do they upscale right? Like, they look good?
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
No, I mean, Mario 64 is still a 4:3 screen, but they upscaled it as much as they could, and it looks fine. Just holy shit, the graphics are god awful. Because, like I said, I have literally not played these games in forever. So and the Mario Sunshine looks way better. But
64.
Yeah, and then I do enjoy playing Mario Galaxy in docked mode with the Pro controller, but I still don't like that. I basically have to, because I have my dock in my bedroom, and like I like to, maybe I want to lay down and play some chill. Chill. But what sucks is if I'm playing with the Pro controller, instead of just like being a fat lazy piece of shit and just playing my control like this, I have to hold up the Pro controller pointing at the TV if I'm playing Galaxy, and that's
because of the bits, the star bits, right?
And that's a pain in the ass.
So tell me about that. Like, how? But does it feel okay? Like, comfortability aside, does it work right?
Oh yeah, it works just fine. It works fine. It's just like playing the Wii version, but that is probably my biggest complaint with Mario Galaxy is like I have to hold it up pointing at the TV, and my TV is a little bit higher too, and that's a pain in the ass. And I've played Mario Galaxy in handheld mode, and that's a pain in the ass too, because then you have to do touch screen in order to get the bits. And
gross.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's gonna be the bane of like this to mid 2000s and into like the early 2000s. This is going to be the bane of retro for that, is that these like gimmicky
these
controls.
Yeah, because they're gonna
age well at all.
Because dude, they're gonna be they say they're gonna be remastering Skyward Sword for the Switch, and dude, I don't know how they're gonna do that. They're basically gonna have to get rid of all the motion controls for it, because there's no way you're gonna be able to play that game without motion controls.
Yeah, Joy-Cons. I mean, that would be the only way to play it. That'd be weird though, if that was the only way.
Dude, it's as much as I really like that game, I don't think I've only ever played that game once, and I don't think I ever want to play it again because the motion controls were just fucking god awful.
Yeah. No, I hear you. So do you have the same control issues in Galaxy that you do in the other two?
Not that I've noticed, and I will say I haven't played it as much as the other two. It's just the comfortability factor of being able, like, okay, I have to constantly point it at the screen, where it's like, okay, I don't really want to do that. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah. While we're on this topic, let's talk about generational jumps. So when you had from Super Nintendo to Nintendo 64 was a massive visual different experience, right? Like game changing. From Nintendo 64 to what you just said, even to Sunshine, massive improvement in jump. Like obviously the 3D concept is similar, but like the way the way it's presented, the way it looks, it actually kind of Sunshine kind of feels a little modern. Some of the controls and camera shit are a little weird, but like
it feels more modern,
right. But then look at the difference between Sunshine and Galaxy. It's not that, it's incremental, right? And I think that even like if you look at like PS2 games to like current games, bitmaps or maps are a little bit better, texture maps and things like that, sure. But like it's not like dramatic every generation like it used to be. What I'm getting at is I miss the days where it was like, you got a new console, that shit was fucking crazy. Not like now, PS5 is about to come out, and the biggest thing is, we're gonna give you some free PS4 games on it.
Right. Right. I mean,
you won't notice the difference.
Oh, and don't get me wrong, like the graphics for PS5 look fucking awesome, but it's like, but PC's already had that for
ever
now. And I don't want to be like all PC master race and all that stuff, but I mean, I know I'm going to be getting a PS5, and we'll be talking about that. But no, there is, I know I know what you're talking about with the Mario games, like, between Sunshine to Galaxy, but dude, it's playing like Sunshine, Galaxy, and 64 and then going straight to Mario Odyssey. It's night and day difference in terms of the controls. It's Mario Odyssey is probably like the best controlling 3D Mario out there.
I agree.
So far.
I agree. 100 hands down. Mario Odyssey to me is the closest they've gotten to making me feel the same way as playing Mario 64.
Yep,
like
100%.
None of the other 3D Marios have felt like Mario 64 at all, which is fine. They don't need to do the same thing every time by Nintendo. I trust them. But Odyssey feels like the evolution of Mario 64. Like it really does. Like the way that he moves, the way he controls, the way that the worlds and the levels are built out and the exploration and like how they did it. Like it really does feel like Mario 64 too. Like it really does.
Yeah.
And
I'd agree with that.
Good way.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. So the next thing on your list, I definitely want to hear some of your thoughts. And this is what got us talking a little bit too, this device that you bought. Oh, shit. There it is.
So I finally, it's pandemic driven. 100%, like not gonna lie, again, nothing to do, nowhere to go, fucking
right,
had that Trump money, you know what I'm saying? Like I bought an Oculus. We got the Rift S, so it's the plug, it has to be plugged into the computer. I wanted, like, I don't need to bring it around places. I don't need to play it mobilely. Like, I want it to look the best it can look, because let's be honest, VR shit, they don't really care about graphics right now. So, like, I'd like it to at least be the best it can be. Yeah. Because, like, if you get, like, the Oculus Quest, it's kind of shitty. It's better than putting a mobile phone in one of those, like, like where you clip it into it. It's better than that, but it uses the same hardware, so it can only graphically be so good. So I got the Rift S, hooks up to your computer. I think you can hook it up to a calculator and it would run, though, because like my GPU, like the fans, they have this no spin mode. Like if it's cool enough, they won't run the fans, and like I'll see that happen while I'm playing VR. So
oh shit,
yeah, I don't think that the threshold for a computer to run this thing is very high, which is great, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, you could probably run it on like your phone. Like you could tether it to your phone, and that would be just enough of a bump.
Oh damn.
So I got the Oculus Rift S. I listed a few games in here, Matt, that I thought were notable, but we probably have about 10 games so far. I've tried like all the ones everybody talks about. I want to put your personal concerns aside, Matt, because I know you personally have a hard time accepting VR because of dizziness, eye strain, things like that, right? Like, which I get.
And there's even certain first-person shooting games I can't play.
Right.
Like I can't play Borderlands at all, and I want to play those games so bad, yet I can't. And
right, you're very sensitive to that.
Yeah.
So I can totally put you on the right path, having been through all the damn games. So you can play, Matt, I promise you, anything on probably any actual VR, not a phone VR. That it doesn't. Yeah. I'm throwing. By the way, that's not VR. That's 3D that you taped to your face. It doesn't count. It's not, because the field of vision is different in the real VR headset. Like even the PlayStation VR, which has a lower resolution, their field of vision is still huge. So Matt, any game where you do the motion, like Beat Saber or whatever, where you're not using a controller to walk around, where you're actually moving around in an environment, Matt, you're not going to have a problem. I swear to God, my neighbor across the street has the worst motion sick from any first person and third person shooter. Like, he can't even play Fortnite without like literally getting sick to his stomach.
Oh, damn.
He can play VR without issue if it's a game where you are the motion in the room. Like, not a problem. So like,
okay.
Yeah, Beat Saber, super hot. Not a problem at all. You could play those, Matt. I know you could. You won't feel any way. And the cool thing is you won't even need your glasses because it does an infinite focal point. So as long as the lenses are perfectly centered with your eyes, it fixes itself. Like, it doesn't care if
so
you
I
need a
won't need my
prescription or
glasses?
anything.
Really?
You don't need your glasses. Yeah, because it uses infinite focal point. So
because your neighbor wears glasses, right?
Yeah, you don't need them.
Whoa.
My buddy Vic, who was on the show like forever ago, he wears glasses. You don't need them. It's infinite focal point, so it doesn't matter about prescription as long as it's centered perfectly on your pupils. You can see fine.
Oh,
which
shit.
is really cool. Yeah,
that was another thing I was worried about too. Like, just the encumbrance of my face with my glasses and all that.
You could totally wear them though. Like, there's enough room in there and the way that it fits, you could wear them and you'd be comfortable. It wouldn't matter, but you don't need them. 100% don't need them.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So anyways, so Matt, you could play VR. What is going to fuck your absolute life up is and it messes me up, and I'm not as sensitive to this shit, and I got actually sick, is when you walk around, but you're not walking. Like, when you move a joystick and the camera, like, it all moves, shit. And you're not, bro, that is hard to get used to. Like,
so in Half-Life Alyx you have listed there, I think, is like that, isn't it?
Nope, you could play it. It warps you to places.
Okay. Because
yeah,
I want to play that game so fucking bad, because I love Half-Life.
Yeah. Half-Life Alyx, I actually, to be honest with you, I haven't really played it much. I keep saying I'm going to get to it on a weekend, and then just the weekends go by because, like, I want to dedicate time to it.
Yeah.
Half-Life Alyx is probably the best looking VR game that I've seen, hands down. Like, it looks like a modern PC game. It's pretty fucking cool to be in that world. They have it where it like warps you. So, like, you point to somewhere and, like, boom, you'll be there. So it doesn't fuck you up. You can play the whole game. You can go wherever you want. And, like, when you're in that spot, you're not glued to it either. Like I said, you can still move around in the room.
Yeah.
And it feels fine. It feels like you're in a room. Like, you can't tell the difference. Like, the tracking is phenomenal. So Half-Life Alyx, Matt, you could totally play. What you can't play is motherfucking Blade and Sorcery or Minecraft on that shit. It will ruin your day. It's crazy. Like,
can you not play those either?
I can force myself to kind of get used to it. But when I take them off, I have to relive what I did to get used to it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't prefer it. I don't think I'm gonna play any of these shooters where you walk around using joysticks and stuff, like, which is kind of a letdown because I was hoping I would. The kids, it doesn't bother. Like, Aiden doesn't give a shit. He'll play whatever. Like, it doesn't bother him one bit.
Jesus.
Now, I didn't list it on here. I have to tell you about real quick, and this is the last thing I'll talk about. Minecraft. Creepers are big, dude. Like,
oh shit.
What you should probably do is next time you're in the area, Matt, you need to stop by so you can check it out. And Minecraft is, even, you don't have to walk around. Like, I don't want you to, like, get sick, but, like, to be in Minecraft and the blocks and it's actually really fucking trippy. Like, I gotta say, like, I don't play Minecraft anymore. I haven't for years, but, like, to see that and be in it and, like, accident shit, dude, it's fucking crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking cool.
It looks fun.
If you have to walk.
Oh god.
But anyway, so it's really cool. Super Hot is super hot if you've played it on PC. It's actually a totally different game in VR.
Is it?
Yeah,
but it plays the exact same though, and all that.
Yeah, time is frozen unless you're moving, type thing. You know, same idea. Beat Saber is Beat Saber. It's really cool. They support modding it. Where literally you can in-game search, like, all the bootleg, like, people that have made songs and, like, and it installs them right then and there, which is cool. Blade and Sorcery is like a tech demo of what's to come with that. It's kind of like medieval murder simulator.
I've seen video of it and all that. It looks interesting.
Yeah,
but
and Half-Life Alyx is fully fleshed out, like really good game. So, anyways,
that's awesome, man.
What about you, man? What's next on your list?
I'm just gonna briefly mention it because I don't want to get too deep into it. I'm playing World of Warcraft again. It's that time of year where it's just I get hooked on it again, and plus being on vacation for like 12 days, I got some time to kill.
You definitely do. Are you what version are you? Are you playing like the vanilla shit they did? Or are you doing
the
newest? What's new? Fill me in on this. I'm out of the loop. I haven't talked to you in a while.
God. So the new expansion is coming out later this year, and they just dropped the pre-patch for it, and but they did a level squish so that the max level is level 60 again, because the max level was getting up to level 120, and that was getting to be too much for new players. Because think about it, you're brand new to this game, you want to play it, you got to level 120, and it took you a long time. So the leveling is much faster now, and there's just a lot of quality of life improvements for it. And
how long is this game? How many years is this game out
since 2004.
No way, dude.
Yep. 16 years.
Shit.
Yep.
Wow.
It's dude, and there's still tons of people playing it too, man. It's
for sure, yeah.
But the game I really want to talk about, so World of Warcraft, I could have a whole episode about that. But Among Us, oh my god, fucking Among Us is so much fun. And of course, you know me, I'm one of those like, it's a popular game, I'm gonna poo-poo on it and all that stuff. And then until like people in my Discord were like, Zuby, you gotta play it. You have to play this with us. And I'm like, all right. I spent the $5 to buy it, and I'm like, all right, what is this stupid game? And it's so basically you're on a spaceship, and someone's the imposter going around trying to has to kill someone, has to kill everybody, but not get caught. And so when you're not the imposter, you have to do all these tasks and stuff like fix stuff in electrical or go to the storage room, clean it up or whatever. And so what happens is as the imposter is going around killing people, when you come across a dead body, you got to report it. Then everybody meets together, tries to figure out who the imposter is by, stating like, all right, well, I was just in electrical doing, this task, and I was just over here in admin doing this task. And the imposter has to get people to believe that they're not the imposter. And dude, it's such a fun social game. Because like the first time I was the imposter, people found me out right away. Because I'm like, I was in this place because I
was doing IT stuff.
Yeah, dude, I didn't know the map or anything. I don't know any of the tasks. I'm like, I don't know. But dude,
so that's so really much fun. Popular, that game.
Yes. Like, oh my god, yes.
It's streamed everywhere. It's like number 2 it goes between 1 and 2 on Twitch. I know Aiden and all of his friends play it. That's how I know about it. Is I've seen Aiden. I've watched him play it a bit, and like they'll like ride the bus home from school, and like everybody on the bus will be playing it. Like
because it's free on mobile and all that.
Yeah. Do they have like the imposter? Does he have like a needle that like comes out of his mouth throat, and that's how they like kill the? That's crazy.
It depends. There's a few different kind of animations. There's the one like comes out of the mouth, the needle. There's one like they twist their neck. Or whatever. Dude, it's pretty fun, and some of the best stuff about it is when you're the imposter and you can get away with like lying to everybody, making them believe like, oh no, it's totally this person and all that stuff.
That is fun.
You start to understand some people's tells, like how when they're the imposter and all that. Like, dude, it's funny as fuck. It's great.
That's so funny, man. I've been kind of staying away from it. I don't even know why. I don't know. Maybe I just have so much in front of me to try to game-wise get to that I just can't take it in right now. But I don't know, man. Maybe I'll jump on with a game with you or something and check it out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's like my Discord, they'll do it at least once a week and all that stuff. And they were just doing a bunch of games last night, but I had a podcast interview and I missed it. So, it's so much fun. It's
I'm seeing all these memes where it's talking about like suspect or whatever. Like it's from that, right? Because everybody's just using shorthand for that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like totally sus.
Totally sus. Yeah.
Being totally sus, dude. It's so much fun.
Really sus. Yeah.
No, it's just fun. it's a great, like, and it's relaxing too in a sense, because it doesn't matter if you win or lose or anything. Like, it's there's no achievement points, there's no levels to get, none of that. It's just really all about having a good time, and that's the best part about it.
There's no like motor skills like in like a platformer or a shooter. It's walk around, do your task. It's very mental exercise type game.
Yeah, it's a very social mental game, and it's great. I mean, yeah, when you're the imposter, there's some stuff you have to know what to do. Like, you have to really familiarize yourself with the maps and what the tasks everybody does. Because when someone asks, like, you know, like, Matt, what did you do? And you're like, oh, well, I was doing the task here, here, and here. But when you're brand new and you're the imposter, you're sort of like, people are going to... I was just walking to this place and all that. they're going to know.
The pink dude, does that help? Does that matter? I don't...
But it's so much fun. Yeah, you need to join us one night, dude. It's hilarious fun.
Yeah, I'll probably jump on it at some point.
Your next game that I definitely have a lot of stuff to say about that game. I didn't put it in my list since you had it in your list.
I'm gonna be honest though, I don't have a lot to talk about with it because I only played it for 2 nights so far, and the game that comes after it took over. Okay. Why does that say? It should say beta. I don't know why it says beta.
Anyway. Yeah, I was wondering why.
Yeah, that's weird. So anyways, so my next game, Matt, this is recommended by you, and actually the last time that we spoke, you talked me into getting this. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I got it on PS4.
So good.
Because that's the master race for Final Fantasy games. I have opinions. So I've gotten to... I'm not crazy. I'm like... I think I ran and did one of the last tasks officially I did. I went and collected money for the filters, the water filters.
Oh, okay, so you're past the first reactor then.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the little train scene and all that. And
oh sure, yeah. I'm probably like 5 hours or so into it, something like that. I mean, not a shitload, but definitely a bit. So you know, it's what's up, bud? Nothing. All right. Anyway, so I played it a lot. Okay, so here's my first opinion. It's more grindy than the first one. There are a lot of battles when you're running through the streets. Yeah, for sure. Like
I guess I could see that, you know.
I mean, then again, I did try to explore like every avenue, like even like when they're kind of like chasing you through the city. I probably found more fights than you would probably get into, but I just, you know, it's Final Fantasy. I'm going to find all the things.
Dude, but the fight system's so much fun though. Like the battling, it's really good.
Yeah, it is. I don't know that I like the item shit and the cooldown. Like you can't you know, if it was regular Final Fantasy, I know it's turn-based normally, and you can I can use a potion. Like sometimes, like I died more than I expected, to be honest with you. Like I figured it out, and like I got pretty proficient at it, but I still died more than I expected on some of like the harder battles. There was like a lot of people around, and it took me a little bit to get there. And you know, you can equip your materia and stuff for cure, but even that has a cooldown, right? And like it's a little. There's strategy. So like if those who are like diehard, right, and like they think that, oh, I only like the turn-based Final Fantasy shit, you know, like hold on, because they found a way to keep that kind of going in this real-time battle system, right? I like the 2 modes that you switch between, like I forget what it's called, but like the berserk kind of mode where you move, you walk slower, but your hits are heavier and shit like that. Super like that. That works a lot for strategy as well.
That definitely helps out way later on in the game.
I can imagine, because I'm already using it now, so like I can imagine. But the world looks great,
dude. Doesn't it? Doesn't Midgar look? Like because you never really understand the scale of Midgar when you're playing the original game and all that stuff. Like that, the remake really puts you in the city, and you just realize how fucking ginormous that city is. And just wait, dude, it gets even the scale of it just really takes you by surprise.
the thing about it too is that like it could, okay, so for me, you and I, we have nostalgia for Final Fantasy 7, right? Like I could still go back and play the original after playing this, and I wouldn't think that it's lame or hard to look at or cheesy, but I can imagine if somebody played this one first and then tried to play the older one, though, that I think they did it too good, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, I think it could deter people from playing the original that have never played it. Like, I think we are looking at with rose-colored goggles.
Yeah, I mean? For sure. And there's something I want to bring up with that, and spoilers, I guess, a little bit.
It's been out a minute. It's okay.
And I'm not going to spoil what happens in the remake, because there's definitely some stuff that's going to take you by surprise in the remake. So,
changes, like not on par with the storyline.
Yeah. Because I do not want to spoil that. But you know how right after the reactor you first see Sephiroth and all that. So us playing the original game, we know like how big of a deal that is to see Sephiroth, right? If someone who has never played the original knows nothing about it and is just playing the remake, they're not going to have any idea like who the fuck Sephiroth is and why is that person a big deal. So that is a downside to this game that I see.
Yeah, they almost devalue him a little bit.
Yeah, they kind of make him sort of like a Saturday morning cartoon to, I feel like, to newer players, because we don't, like, why does this guy keep appearing? And right. Spoilers, he kind of does that throughout the game and all that. Like,
he did it quite enough in just going through the city when you're trying to get back to the slums that that's how it's going to be. You can tell, yeah.
And it's, but for you and me who know the story and all that stuff, it's a big deal because we know like what's going on and all that, especially with Cloud. But dude, that game, it's the combat system. Once you get more use and more experience with the combat system, it gets way better and a lot more fun. Like the boss battles, I love almost every single boss battle in that game. Like they're so much fucking fun.
I liked it so far. Like I did it in the reactor. You have like some like mid boss, and then you have the boss. And I like that you have to vector and target like specific things to disable, and their strategy. It's not just something you're just going to go in and think because you grinded or you have this or that you're overpowered. It's not going to work. Like they really did a good job on that, man. Talking about Sephiroth real quick, like you hit the nail on the head, because like Aiden was watching me play it, and he's never really seen me play the other game or played it or anything. And I had to sit there and explain to him who Sephiroth was. Like they sparked interest in Aiden with that, somebody who's never seen it before, but like it's not, without me sitting there explaining it to him, like the weight of who he is and how powerful he is and the history and all that, like it's just not there.
It's definitely not there. The other thing that this remake does that is, to me, just way better than what the original did is, because I recently replayed the original Final Fantasy VII maybe last year, and what this remake does is it really makes you care about Aerith. Like she is, and I know you haven't gotten that far yet with her, but as you progress through this remake, the characterization and character development of Aerith is 1,000 times better than what we get in the original, and she's fucking amazing in this game.
Do you think that they're doing what they probably should have done, or maybe even almost wanted to do in the original game? I feel like there was more behind her in the original game than what they give you, and I feel like even just your first interaction with her in the new game it's probably more than you ever really dealt with her in the other game, or at least
I'm not even going to answer that question. I can't. Okay. I can't without spoiling. Like, dude, trust me, it's
fair enough.
Like, you need to continue playing the game because, dude, it gets so fucking good.
No, I intend to fully.
I do plan on replaying this game completely, because once you beat the game, you get a new game plus, and you could redo the entire game with your current levels and items and all that. And I want to do that again, just so I don't have to fucking grind out a bunch of shit again. I just want to play through the story and all. Gotcha. So I'll mow everything. Yeah, I'll mow everything down. I don't give a shit. But I just want to.
Right. It's, at that point, you've got that part dialed in. That's not the point. Yeah.
I want to.
That says a lot that you want to re-experience the story. That says a lot about a modern game. Like, it really does. And I think that's high praise, truthfully.
Dude, it's I will say, because the next game I have on my list, but I will say so far, Final Fantasy VII Remake is probably my game of the year.
Okay, so that's huge. Now talk to me about the next game on your list, because you praised this game a lot the last time I talked to you, and it is on my future to-do list.
So Ghost of Tsushima. Oh my fucking god, that game was so fucking good, man. So I will say this game is definitely not for everyone. Like, I've heard, like, some of the criticisms I've heard of this game is it's repetitive. The story is very bland, and it's the gameplay is very similar to kind of like Far Cry or Assassin's Creed, where you have this open world and you need to unlock stuff, and you have to take over sort of towns, or not really take over, but you have to like fight off Mongols in certain towns to free the towns. So it is a very repetitive game in that aspect, but if you are a big fan of old school samurai movies, like I am, like I love like all of Akira Kurosawa's films and all that, like Yojimbo, Rashomon, Seven Samurai, Hidden Fortress, and all that. This would be the game for you. And the people that say this story is bland because a lot of the characters don't show emotion, but that's just. That's like the people of Japan. That's how the people betrayed themselves back then, because it's all about, family and honor and, doing what's right and showing loyalty and all that stuff. Like, basically living like a samurai and all that. And dude, the game was, the story was really good. The gameplay, holy fuck, the gameplay is awesome. Like the sword play on it, dude, I died so much in that game. It was fucking hard until you master like the sword play.
That's saying a lot too, guys. I know I say this a lot, but Matt is, by our challenges, you can tell Matt's pretty good. I would say I'm maybe average. Matt is above that. So if Matt's dying a lot, take that with a grain of salt. It might be pretty hard, actually.
It's once you dial in the sword play and all that, it gets. I don't want to use the word easy, because there's still some times where you're just like overwhelmed by a shit ton of enemies and you're just like, oh fuck, I gotta run away and all that stuff. But it gets easier as the game progresses, because as you unlock stuff and get more skills and armor and all that. But dude, the game was, I was hooked on that game for like a month straight. I was playing it almost every night.
Is the story what would make it not be your game of the year, or is nostalgia for Final Fantasy VII making that your game of the year?
So I think it would be the story. Like, the story was really, really, really fucking good, but what got me with 7 was a lot of the twists and turns, and because you think you know what's going to happen in the game, and then something happens. I don't want to say.
So story-wise, you would is that really what's probably keeping Ghost of Tsushima down? Is that Tsushima? The T is silent, right?
Yeah, Tsushima. Yeah,
Tsushima. Is that so? Not that it's a bad story, but
it's the story was fucking amazing in that game. It's
the game is like visually beautiful, by the way. I watched a bunch of gameplay after you told me about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks stunning. Like, it really does. Like, the art style. Like, I'm not saying it's the most graphically impressive game, which is not bad, but like the art style is beautiful. Like, in it,
it is. It's
gorgeous. That, like, samurai shit,
Dude, it's the whole game is gorgeous. Like, I like I said, I spent like over a month straight playing this almost every night that I could, and I would just spend a lot of time just exploring the world, and it was just such a gorgeous game. Like I said, I don't want to take it to where the story wasn't good. It was very good and all that. It's just, if I had to compare that to FF7, it's like, sorry, the remake is what's going to beat it. Like, if the remake hadn't have come out this year, Ghost of Tsushima would probably be my game of the year.
Right. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, I sat there and went back and forth. on the Final Fantasy VII remake and that after talking to you, and I went with Final Fantasy just because
it's so good. Oh my god, trust me, it's
in
the oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. The music of the Final Fantasy VII remake, the soundtrack is fucking amazing. Like all the remastered stuff is so good.
I don't like the fight riff. I prefer the original. They changed the melody slightly, which I know they do every single Final Fantasy, but this is Final Fantasy VII, so it should be Final Fantasy VII's, but it's not.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be definite changes to music and all that stuff, but like one of my favorite new kind of music they did, which I didn't think I was going to like, was the Don Corneo music.
When you dress up as a chick scenario, that guy.
Dude, that whole fucking part of the game was great. Where you dress up as a chick, dude.
I'm probably getting fairly close to that, I would assume.
No, you're not. You're not.
No? It's later. Well,
dude, yeah. So I took my time with that game, doing all the side quests I could and all that. And you remember the original, how Midgar was maybe 5 to 10 hours, right? If that. So this remake takes anywhere from like 40 to 60 hours to beat.
Yeah, so that would be further along since it is just the Midgar part of the game.
Yeah,
I'm misremembering because it's, if you play it as slow as possible and grind and look for everything, you're like 7-8 hours to get out of the city.
Yeah.
So for this to be 30 to 40 hours, I guess that would be pretty far along then if they've really stretched that portion of it out.
Yeah.
How long is this game gonna be when all the parts get released? Is it gonna be like a 500-hour game?
Dude, I hope so.
That might be extreme, but
so fucking good. Like I said, I wish I could talk more about it, but I really can't spoil anything for you, man. You just have to keep playing.
True.
Trust me on when I say it's so fucking good.
True. Aiden's crawling around over here and shit, so
I'm trying to be a kid.
He's messing with me, so but anyways, okay, so Ghost of Tsushima, I need to so many games.
Dude, I know. Dude, I've bought like I don't know how many fucking games on the Switch. Like I've bought I don't know how many RPGs on the Switch. Like I bought Paper Mario on the Switch, and I played a little bit of it, and I'm like, I want to play it some more, but when's the fucking time? Of course, World of Warcraft is there.
I've been this close to buying that game and I don't even have any intentions of playing it. And
then I got the Xenoblade Chronicles remake of it, and so it's like, yeah, your son's just like, nope, I'm gonna do whatever. He's like, God, he's gotten tall. He's gotten lanky too a little bit.
He is a lanky little shit, man. He is.
But dude, I have like so many more games on this list that I bought just never played because it's like,
Yeah, no, dude, me too. I in fact, when I was looking through to make the list for the game for the podcast, rather, I was like looking at shit. I'm like, dude, like I got Mega Man on the Game Boy I picked up, and I haven't really messed. I got Kirby on the Game Boy just because I didn't have it, and like you could sit and sink a few hours into Kirby, no problem, but like I just haven't had the time, man. And
dude, I know what you mean. And then when you do have the time, like, do you want to spend that time doing it? Because I've been so busy with my other podcast shit, and then also I've been reading a lot more too. Like, I've been diving into books lately like crazy, like candy.
Like candy. Yeah. Actually, hold on real quick. Speaking of that.
All right.
Speaking of reading and video games, I have started.
Oh, shit.
This fucking rabbit hole right here.
Oh, my God. You have not. Dude, do you know?
Yeah.
I wish I never got rid of my collection because I used to have from the very first issue up to at least a little bit past issue 100. Like I used to have, but I got rid of them like when I was a kid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't think in a kid that you're gonna want to look at a fucking Nintendo Power, Yeah. So for those at home that aren't on the video portion, I guess an explanation is warranted. I showed Matt. I just grabbed a couple of copies of Nintendo Power. I started grabbing video game magazines again. They're fun,
dude, I used to love Nintendo Power, man. That used to be my jam.
What's batshit crazy is the ads. Like,
oh, I bet I've seen a lot of them online.
First of all, too, like we have it in your head, like things don't seem grainy, and like, you know what I mean? Like when you think of like a Sega Visions or something, like you think about like ads or like screenshots or whatever, like it's amazing what they like. Some shit is like crystal clear and crisp, and like some shit is like grainy and fucking terrible right next to something that's crisp. It's like, it's amazing what passed back in the day. Like, I don't know. It's just it's gonna be hard to like translate over a webcam, but like it's just like you're like, whoa, like that was.
Oh my god!
You let that be in your magazine? Like that's fucking.
No, dude, you're gonna like get me tempted to like start collecting, and I'm like, no, I've already gone down the rabbit hole. Like, dude, so I'm gonna move my camera. So as you can see here, my bookshelf, all my D&D stuff, and I've started collecting like Star Trek and Call of Cthulhu and Pathfinder RPG books too, and all that.
I'm gonna tell you, a lot of like not the non-rare Nintendo powers, like that still have interest to you and I, like they're still a fun read. They're not expensive at all.
No,
like
I can't. No,
$5 maybe.
No, where the fuck I'm gonna have to buy a whole new shelf, dude. No, dude,
they're so easy to just be like in the game store, and it'd be like a $7 or like, oh, that one's $3.50 or whatever, you know, and it's like, okay,
no,
yes, totally will buy that.
But dude, that's awesome though. That's awesome. So I want to hear your thoughts on your next game, because I've got a lot of questions, because I haven't even touched it, and I'm kind of not even wanting to. And you know me, I love this series, but I'm not interested in this game at all.
You're so broken. I can never call you. I thought that you would be all like so far up to your balls deep in this, Matt, and you just let me down a lot. So, well, okay, so Call of Duty Black Ops beta,
Cold War or whatever.
Yeah, Cold War. Sorry, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War beta. Matt, so you've played the new Modern Warfare,
and I loved the hell out of it, dude. It was so good. Like my wife and I played the shit out of it.
Or is it because you've never been a Black Ops guy? Is that why?
I loved Black Ops 1 and 2. Black Ops 4, like Black Ops 3 just sucked in my opinion. I did not like it.
Agreed.
Black Ops 4 was fun. It was good, but trying to go back to it now after playing Modern Warfare, it's just not a good game, and I don't like Black Ops 4 anymore. And then from what I've heard with Black Ops Cold War, from what I've read, is it's more the same of Black Ops 4, and it just didn't really interest me.
I don't agree. I think it's getting a bad rap, and I'm going to tell you why. And we have a lot of youngins that like to mix into the Call of Duty that don't know. I'm going to be as nice as I can. Black Ops is different than Modern Warfare.
Yep.
It always has been. They are not the same studio. It is not the same game. You don't have to like them both. Like, you don't. They are different. It's not quite Battlefield versus Call of Duty different, but it's in that realm. All right. So it's like Tomb Raider and like Uncharted, right? It's sort of like that, right? Mm-hmm. So couple things. I think that we have a bunch of people that are used to the tactical sprint from Modern Warfare that maybe even if they have been playing for a couple generations, maybe they skipped Black Ops 4, or maybe they played only like the what was it called, Blackout on Black Ops 4, which was like their battle royale.
Oh yeah,
which was a beta, by the way. It was actually not a
Warzone, I think it was called, or
that's
or Blackout. Whatever.
I think it's called Blackout.
I don't know.
But I think we had a lot of people play that because it was free and didn't understand, and it was not a good representation. So I think there's a lot of shit going on, but they're not used to having tactical sprint. It's the HUD is a little different. Your sights are a little bit different. Whatever. Reflex wise, I've been playing the shit out of Modern Warfare on PC. Like, I play it a lot, and reflex wise, like, I can shoot people just as easily in one or the other. I don't care what you say. There's nothing different there. What's different is you don't have tactical sprint. And one thing that I actually like in Modern Warfare, if you're trying to throw a grenade and you get killed, if it hasn't like practically landed, it just disappears. bro, if you clicked the fucking grenade button in Black Ops, like that shit's coming out. Like it's gonna blow up. And I really like that. I think a lot of people don't like some of like, and there's a lot of weird nuances like that to Black Ops versus Modern Warfare. And I think a lot of people aren't used to that and they're mistaking it as bad. I don't think they can fault it on it being unbalanced or not playing well. Especially at the level of beta, this is much better than the Black Ops 4 beta was. 100%. Like this felt like a ready to go game that we just only got 6 maps. You know what I mean? Like they just held back on us. I don't think that it played bad. I had great frame rates. I had great performance. It worked well. The new game modes are fun as shit. The maps are really cool. It's just different, and I don't think people understand that or are tolerant of it. And I think it's a great improvement over Black Ops 4, Matt. I agree with you on Black Ops 4. I liked it when it was out. I can't play it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I can't even put my finger on it. I just don't like it. Like I'm in it and I'm like, no. I thought that their battle royale in Black Ops 4 was ass.
Yeah, I did not like it at all. The Battle Royale in Modern Warfare was fine. Like, I'm not a big Battle Royale fan, but I enjoyed that more than the Black Ops one.
Agreed. And luckily they're keeping that. They didn't bring back the blackout shit. It's going to be the same one that's in Modern Warfare now. So that will be the same. You know, they're doing some Fortnite shit right now where like it's like Halloween themed and shit.
Yeah.
It's okay. I played it. It's whatever. I've never been a fan of like their infected modes in Modern Warfare, and that's what they're really touting right now. That's not fun to me. You know what I'm talking about, Matt?
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't, whatever. And to be honest with you too, like Black Ops, the franchise has a lot of fans of it because of the zombies games, and it's okay to me. Like I don't play it for that. I play it as an interactive multiplayer shooter. So I don't want to weigh in on the zombies part. I didn't even play it in the beta. I don't even know if it was available. I've never been a huge fan of that. It has its place. I've played like couch co-op on it before and shit like that. But like some people are freaks for that. And I think it's getting a lot of rap that it's either tired or they're not doing it justice or whatever. And it's like, I'm not going to be the guy to give you the opinion on that. I don't play it for that.
The Black Ops 4 zombies was a lot of fun. My wife and I freaking loved it. We played it a lot.
Like couch co-op type scenario.
Yeah. Or I'd be on the computer, she'd be on the PS4, and we loved it.
And I mean, and it's cool that they are still doing shit like that. Like I think that stuff should exist. And if you like it, great. It's not for me. So, you know,
like playing by myself doing zombies, no, forget it. I'm not going to play with randoms and all that shit. Like, but if it's couch co-op that you don't want to go into team deathmatch or something, I'm down for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it can't be fun. It's just not my thing. Like, I don't buy it because of that. If you're buying that game because of that, then, and you know, maybe it is a letdown. I don't know, but I think people are a little too harsh, Matt. It plays really well. Your aiming skills will carry over for Modern Warfare. It's new maps. Like, honestly, it's like a redesigned HUD and new maps and no tactical sprint. If you can get behind that, I think you'll like it, honestly.
So let me ask you this. The one thing that I did not like that Black Ops 3 and 4 did, even though Black Ops 4 did it a bit better, was the classes where you had like the quote-unquote heroes and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like each class had its own special abilities and all that. And does this new one bring that? Okay, good. They got rid of that completely.
Identical to Modern Warfare.
All right, good, because it's that is I hated it in Black Ops 3. It wasn't as bad in Black Ops 4. Like it didn't, but I still didn't like it though. So I'm glad they got rid of that.
I take it back. They do have the classes, but only like when you start off, because like they're like pre-made because you haven't unlocked anything.
Well, no, you know what I'm talking about, right? The different heroes where like you could pick the guy that has the dog running around, or the guy who builds the shield.
No, it's more like Warzone. Like you can have, you know how like in not Warzone, I'm sorry, Modern Warfare. You know, like in Modern Warfare, you can have like the dog and like the bat and all that stupid shit or whatever, but all they really are your sneak up takedown. Do you know have you seen that? Yeah, it's just like that. No,
yeah.
It's not like that. But no, it's very close to Modern Warfare. So again,
because they were trying to go like an Overwatch type thing, like with Black Ops 3 and 4, and I just was not a fan of that.
No, this is much closer to Modern Warfare, at least in my experience in the beta. And maybe people like that about Black Ops, and because it's not that now, maybe they feel betrayed.
Maybe.
I don't know. I've always played them both. I don't really have an allegiance. I don't really care. Like, I like if they change it up. Like, that's okay. You know, like, anyways. So Matt, I pre-ordered it. I'll have it on launch day. I'll let you know.
When does it launch out?
Pans out. What's 12th or 13th or some shit?
Oh, okay. So next month.
Yeah. And they closed the beta. You can't play it anymore. But okay. Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes, man. And I wouldn't write it off. Like if you liked Modern Warfare, I think you'll probably like this. Honestly, it's very close, and I think it has to be because it's going to carry Warzone over now. Like and that's their bread and butter, honestly, at this moment. So yeah, I think it has to be kind of close to that now. I think they're going to blend together.
No, and I know my wife's definitely going to get it, so I'll probably just take her game first and just try it out.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Well, do we want to keep going on games? Because I think both you and I, the games that we have remaining are well, yours was a pretty big deal, but I'm willing to skip mine if you want to open it up, or you want to talk about any of the topics we have below, because one of those is a hot item.
Yeah, no, we can skip it. It's I'm not even playing that game as much. I'm just doing it casually now. And that's Animal Crossing. Yeah, Animal Crossing. So, my first Animal Crossing ever. And I was never ever a fan of these games before. Like I remember we got the Wii or the Wii U one of them. I can't remember. I think it was the Wii one, and I didn't care for it. Like I didn't like, but my kids and wife absolutely fucking loved it. And then, so they've been dying for this game. So this game came out like at the beginning of the pandemic, and the game was so good that it made me go out and buy another Switch because I wanted a version for myself.
That's right. I forgot you got another fucking Switch.
Yeah.
You crazy son of a bitch, dude.
Dude, it's I have never been addicted to a game like this before, and it's like, and you know me, like, dude, I'm not normally like these kind of games, and yet it's just something about this game that's so relaxing and fun that it's when I know that if I pick it up now, like, I have to force myself to like not play it sometimes, because I know like I could this type of game you can get lost, like, oh, okay, 3 hours went by, holy shit, what happened?
So I'm going to call you out slightly, that you don't like these types of games because, first of all, I think you do, because you played, what's the farming game?
Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon.
Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon. Yes, yeah. Thank you.
But those games are a little bit, like, I can see how you think they're similar. They are similar in the sense of the more, like, simulation games of sort of like living per se. This kind of game is way simpler than those games.
A lot, yeah.
And it's,
but not in a bad way though.
No,
like, it does it well.
No, not in a bad way. But dude, it's it's the creativity of this game just really got to me, because I need to probably show new pictures of my island, because dude, I've got like a baseball field, I've got a playground, I've got, you know, a pool area, I have this like garden area stuff too, and
you do roads, you have like pathways.
Yeah, and all that.
It's pretty amazing what they do. People have like recreated real life shit in there and stuff. Like,
dude,
it's pretty crazy.
People have made like fucking cities and shit in that. Like, holy shit, it's crazy. But yeah, I don't want to get too deep into it. But yeah, that's it's a game that I don't play as much anymore, but I know when I do pick it up, it's like, okay, I'm gonna lose 2 hours here because I'm gonna just start getting addicted.
This one, you said you played the on like one of the last or previous to that consoles, the Wii or the Wii U one.
Yeah.
And like this one is actually a lot closer. I actually haven't played it. Aiden and Melissa played Animal Crossing, so therefore I sat and watched hours of it. So I feel like I've played it as well, which is why I haven't played it.
It's so good.
But I played the GameCube one on release day, and this really echoes that one a lot. Like this feels like the true successor to that one. The people were a little sassier in the GameCube one, and Aiden found that out, and he wants to play that now because of that one reason. But yeah, no, it's really cool. Like, it is a cool game, and I didn't mean to like downplay it before you started talking about it. I just didn't know like we wanted to kind of start wrapping up the game talk, because my last game I don't give a shit about.
I don't know. We can move on to news topics. That's fine.
So, real quick though, Animal Crossing is really cool. There's a ton of support for it. Nintendo's been doing all kinds of shit on it.
It's every time there's a new update, I'm like, oh fuck, there goes like another 20-30 hours into the game. Dude, that's how it's been.
Did you adjust your clock? Have you fucked with that?
I've done it once or twice. No, it's not as like much as like some people. Like, I didn't skip months ahead and all that. I did it for like a few days for some reason. I can't remember why. Oh, that's right. Because I had a shit ton of bells, like a shit ton of money, and I wanted to start rearranging the houses and the buildings in my island, and I didn't want to have to fucking wait every day just to do one at a time. So I'm like, all right, because you can only do one house or building a day, so you go pay for it, you tell them where you want to move it, then you wait the next day, boom, it's moved. So then I'm just like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it for like 2 weeks to where it's just so I get everything the way I want it to be, and that's the only time I've done it.
They patched that to stop a lot of things, though. That like it has its own clock now.
Yeah, well, what they've also stopped was a lot of the gaining the massive amounts of money because you accrue interest in your savings account.
Right.
Too. They patched that out because you can still time travel in the game, but I don't see a need or reason to do it anymore. It was just because I wanted to move everything, and I didn't want to wait a month and all that,
Yeah. I love how the turnips are almost like
it's a stock market.
Stock, yeah. I mean, it's like stock or like equities type trading scenario.
Oh, it pretty much is. Like, dude, it's like there's whole like subreddits and Twitter threads for like when people have really good prices you could get on their island. And I had a really good price on my island one time, and I had so many people visit my island, and I made like almost 1 million bells just in tips.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Seriously, like people were coming to my island, and I'm just like, and I was telling people like, yeah, you don't have to pay me anything, but people were paying me anyway because they were just making millions upon millions of bells. They're like, here you go, here's 200,000, here's another 200,000. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, okay. You're too nice. I would have just been like, bitch, better have my bells.
I didn't give a shit at the time. Like at that point, I had like 7 or 8 million bells. I'm like, I don't need any. It's like I have everything paid off, but dude, now I'm like back to being broke because I've bought so much expensive shit.
How many rooms are in your house?
Oh, I'm fully maxed out. I've got.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's. My house is all paid for and all that shit. So
you're beyond the house shit now. You've gone full blown island cities, villages. And...
So as far as the like actual game goes for like anything to do, I have literally nothing else to do except holiday stuff and just whatever other rearranging stuff I want to do on my island. That's it.
True.
So like I have nothing left to unlock. Like I got a 5-star rating. I have nothing. But that doesn't stop me from wanting to still recreate stuff,
True. All right. Let's move on. Real quick, Microsoft Flight Sim. Microsoft, fix your fucking rudder control for Xbox controllers, you dicks.
Are you playing that on the computer?
Yeah, well, I'd like to if the rudders weren't either all the way fucking all the way to the right or all the way to the left when you use a fucking analog fucking trigger.
No, you need to get the old school joysticks, bro. You remember those shit? The Sidewinder?
It's too much. I do the Sidewinder, bro. How much did you see that like on the shelves at like Walmart?
Oh my god, I gotta look up pictures of that.
And shit, dude.
I gotta look up pictures of that. Oh my god, holy,
bro.
Oh my god, fucking.
All right, now I gotta see it too. Damn it! All right.
Oh my god, with the freaking was it a DB9 pin or something? Or...
Oh, I'm sure it was some type of joystick port.
Because remember, you'd have to plug it into the sound card. Remember that shit?
Oh, dude, isn't that some shit? That's where you used to hook your peripherals for gaming up in was.
Oh my gosh, holy shit.
Oh, they had the remote too, which was like kind of a precursor to an Xbox controller almost. Dude, look at that joystick, dude.
Oh my god, holy shit. I remember playing Microsoft Flight Sim 95 and 98 with a Sidewinder.
I mean, it was good for that. I mean, I think that's really what it was kind of made for, really.
No, but if you're going to get a flight sim game, you need to go all out and get like an actual cockpit. Like how you see those like people.
Yeah, dude. Dude, that shit gets crazy, man. Like these guys have like working like with like real switches like above their head that actually do shit in the game. I'm like,
right?
And they have like Arduinos and like Raspberry Pis running all that shit that interface with the game. I'm like,
just like those people that get like the race car, like the whole race car shit too. But when I see the pilot shit, that to me is a little bit more impressive because just like you said, when they get it all tuned in, it's like, holy fuck, man.
The race car shit is evolving. They're just doing a steering wheel now and a VR headset because you don't need all them screens anymore.
Oh, have you played any racing games on VR?
Yeah, I played Dirt VR and fell off a cliff and about fucking threw up all over the place.
Oh my god! So you can't really play it, or
no, you can like viewing inside the car and racing. It's not as bad as like moving around, like walking and shit. I don't know why, but like when it like falls off a cliff and it quick like zooms out or like it's tumbling and like you're oh no, that's not okay.
Oh god, okay. Because
the racing's fine.
Yeah, because I would have to assume like racing in VR, it looks fun.
It's cool. I mean, you look around and I mean, you want to see like what's in your cup holder, like just look at it. Like you want to see who's behind you, just look. Like it's really cool. Like it works really well. Like that's how you should play a racing sim, I think. But anyways, fuck it. Let's get to the good shit, dude. We got to end this shit. We've been on for 2 hours.
I know.
Got to this. Okay, Matt, tell the people what the fucking king system is ever created that's coming out that if you don't get, well, you're not a fan of the show.
Oh, I guess I'm not a fan of the show because I'm not getting one this year.
You're getting one though.
Oh, I'm definitely getting one. Console. It's the PS5, the PS5. So
boom, suck it, Xbox.
Did you pre-order one?
I tried.
Yeah, I didn't even bother because I just built this new computer this year and I spent a bunch of money on that and I mean, my wife, she doesn't like tell me I couldn't buy a PS5, but I just said, all right, I don't want a PS5 this year because I just built this new computer and I don't really want to spend the money on that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you didn't get to pre-order one?
Dude, I signed up with PlayStation with Sony themselves to try to be allowed to buy one. Never got the email. It was real weird. They didn't like really announce when pre-orders would happen. Like you would catch it like on Reddit or.
Oh yeah, that was weird. I remember that.
And by the time you're hearing about it, you're too fucking late, you know, to the GameStop and the Best Buy one. And I've signed up on like everywhere I can think of that will sell them to alert me when they come in stock. So hopefully I'll get an alert and be able to pre-order one because there's supposed to be one more round of pre-orders before it comes out next month.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. And you know, I was like, oh, I'm going to do what we did, Matt, when we adventured for the SNES Classics. I'm just going to go somewhere out in the sticks in the middle of the night. No, I'm not. No Walmarts are open 24 hours right now because of goddamn COVID.
Yeah, and are you going to... what version are you trying to get?
Come on, bro.
The disc one, right?
Yeah, come on, bro. You think I'm gonna get the one that doesn't have physical media?
Right. I've been talking to some of my peeps that they say, oh no, I'll just get the digital one. Why would I get the disc one? It's more expensive. I'm like, well, what happens when Sony's like, oh hey, look, your digital games are no longer available? You know, that and you know, we've been burned by Nintendo because of that. That's why I always buy physical, man. Yeah.
More than once, dude. Yeah. Nintendo loves to just close out their shop and say "fuck you" to the games you own, and then violently pursue people that have ROMs and shit. And
right.
It makes no sense, dude.
they have a license to print money, and they don't want to do it.
I super like that Sony is really good about putting at least the base release version of the game on the disc too, so that way you don't have to download it.
And Sony's really good with their digital shops too. Like, as far as games that I've bought on PS3, I can still buy them today, and I can still download them on like my PSP or PS4 and all that stuff.
No, you can't. Not PSP is done, and PS3 is done. PS Vita is next.
Wait, what? So I can't download my PS3 games anymore?
No.
Oh, fuck. Well, okay, never mind. Fuck you, Sony. All right.
Yeah. They will let you keep them for forever, though. There's the rebound, but I guess Nintendo would too. So they're really no different. They killed that, and Vita ends real soon. So, which kind of sucks. I like the Vita a lot. Anyways, so Sony, they'll let you actually download the game from the disc or install the game rather from the disc. Microsoft, and man, I bitched to you about this before. Every time I buy a physical Xbox game, it's just fucking DRM. It's just a license. There's nothing on it. It has to go out and fucking download it from the store.
That's dumb.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you're going to go Xbox, right, which I'm not completely shitting on Xbox. I'm jaded right now at them. We'll get into that. But the non-physical version of the Xbox is a lot cheaper. It's like $300, which is cool.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but it's not the same experience as the X because...
Yeah, what is the console called again? Xbox Series X?
Series X and Series S. It's the Xbox Series now.
All right, so they have Xbox, then Xbox 360, Xbox One, then Xbox One X, Xbox Series X.
What
the fuck, man? Come on. Microsoft, y'all suck at naming. Come on, like, get with it.
Yeah, bro, they're absolutely the worst.
They should have just stuck with Xbox 2, Xbox 3. Come on.
PlayStation gets it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Their digital version, I get it. They wanted a really cheap Xbox to get out to people. Like, it's brilliant from a marketing standpoint. Like, people want to buy it because it's cheap. Like,
you'll get a lot of the market that way too.
I mean, that's their best chance at combating Sony. But the problem is, it's not the same experience as the physical I feel like if they were going to have a cheaper version, they should have a cheaper version with the disc as well. But I guess since all they're doing is DRM shit anyways, that it doesn't. Why have a disc on Xbox, really, honestly, at this point? I'm mad at Microsoft because, like you, I built a PC. I built it in December and into January. And I did that with the idea that Xbox had been on this kick. Your Windows machine, any Windows machine you have is now your Xbox. Your Xbox is now your Windows machine, blah, blah, blah. Any game you buy from us digitally, you can have on any device. We aren't going to fuck with you on it, blah, blah, blah. You have it. It's yours. I'm like, cool. I've been wanting to build a new PC. Matt, I know you were going to build a PC. You got me into PC Master Race. I'm like, this is great because now I'll have a fucking Xbox. It'll be good for next gen because I'm building it today. Nope. Fuck you, Matt, because Microsoft, when they announced the Xbox series exclusives to Xbox are now under a 1-year holding period before they will allow them to be released on PC.
Fuck that. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, it's so dumb.
Why?
Because they want you to buy their console. And they want you to play it on the console. And
well, sorry, fuck you. I'm going to Sony.
Yeah,
that'll be a nice console, then.
So, what do you think about some of the games that are coming out with the PS5? At least the ones that we know of, like God of War.
Like at launch day, or what's
I guess at launch day, because I know what Spider-Man. Spider-Man's a lot. Spider-Man looks cool though.
No, Spider-Man looks cool, but I'm saying the availability of games at launch is fucking bad.
That's also kind of a reason. That's another reason why that I'm not that pumped to get it right now, because I know I am going to get one, right? I know I am, but it's like do I just do the same thing I did with the Switch, like wait till next year? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'll probably wait till next year, but do I just wait a year for more shit to come out before I even get it? You know what I mean?
Right, and even some of those early titles to even be cheaper and marked down already.
Yeah, like
year buy-in. Yeah.
So it's. I mean, it definitely looks like an awesome console. Like I know I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna have to end up buying two, because.
You probably will.
Well, no, because dude, I had to buy a PS4 console for my wife to be able to play out in the garage because she likes hanging out there, and so I've got 3 PS4s right now, 2 regulars and a Pro.
Oh my god!
Well, because you remember I bought my original and I gave it to Jazzy.
Yeah, that's
right. And then I got the Pro, and then I got my wife one because she was taking over my shit, and I'm all like, all right, well, you have your own then. And dude, it was cheap as shit too. It was on sale at one point because I guess they're doing some sort of sale or whatever. So
yeah, they get affordable as they get older. I mean that happens in every gen. So this man right here though has 3 PlayStation 4s and 2 fucking Switches, bro. Like you're like current gen king. Do you have an Xbox? You have PC.
Well, I've got an Xbox 360 that's dead. It had a red ring of death.
Oh, not surprised there. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like I was pretty stoked to have it because I have an Xbox One, no S or X or anything. It's old, and it's cool. But like when I got a PC, it was kind of like, why use it? Like I use its control. Like I stole its controllers for the computer.
Oh, dude, that's probably the best thing about Xbox. Like I love their controllers. Like they're freaking great.
The best, bro. Like it's really great for PC.
Yeah, they're freaking great controllers. Like and it just the fact that I don't have to even do anything to get them to work. I just plug it in because I have a wired controller. I don't have wireless for it. And
well, even the wireless ones, that's how you sync them is just plug them in.
Yeah, and it's and having the wired one, it's no difference because I'm literally right here just playing, so it doesn't matter.
I was on a wired 360 remote. Actually, it's a very sad story. I was on a wired 360 remote until about 3 weeks ago, Matt. The right bumper, RB, died on me, bro.
Yeah, I think I had that. I had a wired 360 one too, and one of the joysticks started dying on me too.
That sucks. I think the 360, the ergonomics of the 360 controller is my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
But
I like the one though. That's a fun controller.
Yeah, I went and picked one up, Matt, for PC specifically because I like them so much, and I got like the last iteration of them, and it's got this rubber on it, bro. It is so comfortable. Your hands can get all shitty and sweaty. Will not fall out of your hand. It's a very comfortable control. I don't mind the one. I prefer a 360 though.
Yeah, no, I can see that. No, because like going from the original Xbox to 360, it was massive jump, and I mean the controller scheme looks the same, but just the ergonomic feel of it. Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
But even like with PS5, I mean, hey, don't change what's working. You know,
they changed the remote though. It is changed. This is the second time.
It has changed, but it's still like the same look, essentially.
Yeah. Have you come across a lot of people that hate that the joysticks on a PlayStation are down instead of staggered like on an Xbox controller?
I've seen that before, yeah.
My brain can't tell the difference when I'm playing.
I don't. It's weird because I definitely play the Switch probably way more than the PS4 right now, and it's easy for me to just, go to a PS4 and just start playing. Like, it makes no difference to me.
I don't even think about it, dude. Like going from any of them to a PlayStation to an Xbox. Like I'll literally play like Rocket League in here on the computer like that, and then like I'll go play Final Fantasy or something out on the PlayStation. I don't even like think of it. Like I don't understand that.
The only thing that fucks me up is just the button mapping. Like when you go from Xbox to Nintendo and all that.
X is in a different fucking spot.
A and B.
All three of them are different.
Yeah, that fucks. But I mean, I feel like that's always going to happen.
They really are. X is literally in a different spot on all 3 controllers.
So B and A are too. X is the only one that matches with them.
Translates, yeah, and like I don't like that they call them bumpers and triggers and shit. Like, what's wrong with R1, R2?
Right.
Like, I have a hard time if it like on Xbox or on PC or whatever, it'll say like RT, and I'm like, fuck, is that the top? Ah, damn.
Or like ZR or ZT or ZL. I'm like, what the fuck is
Nintendo.
that?
Yeah.
It fucks me up because I'm like, just call it L1, like L1, L2, L3 and shit. Yeah, I don't need.
We should start a movement, Matt, to standardize the naming of buttons. Like we should.
Just get change.org and all that stuff. I don't
even care which one we settle on. Let's just make them all the fucking same. Like I'm not married to any of it. Like can we just all have, because the fucked up thing is, well, Nintendo doesn't do this, but like Xbox and PlayStation, this is your like select and action button, which would be X or A on there. Not on Nintendo though. Nintendo does take it there. It's the back button on all the other consoles.
So some Sony games, you remember, especially some of the older ones, that used to be the action button too.
You're right. Some of the OG like PS1 games are like that. You're absolutely right. Yeah, because they wanted them to like make sense. Like X was supposed to be like to go to cancel or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Circle was to like select and all that. Yeah. Anyways, we're super nerding out right now on controller.
Oh, yeah. So, no, I guess like the whole friggin' big topic, just PS5, and I know I'm gonna get one eventually. It's not gonna happen this year. I know that. I'll be honest. I'm not really wanting it this year. Like I'm excited about it, but I'm not. But it's like I'd buy it and then end up just playing like Spider-Man and then PS4 games. It's like, what's the point, you know?
I will tell you, it saved me from spending some money on some PS4 games because they're going to give you with PlayStation.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're
going to give you a bunch of PS4 games, and like there's like 3 of them that I was going to buy. So
wait, are we going to have access to that, or?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Or is it just PS5 people? Probably just PS5 people.
I think it's PS5. Yeah,
but
I think it's to give them something to play on the new console because they know it's going to be a few months.
Yeah.
You asked about like the shit coming out like God of War. Fuck yeah, I'm stoked for God of War, dude.
Dude,
like,
that game was so good. You beat it, right?
Oh, dude, fuck yeah, bro.
It was so good. I mean, the worst part of that game was just the sun. It was just annoying little shit, but
boy.
But dude, when you finally get Kratos' weapons and all that, the whatever the hell they're called,
blades of
the blades of whatever,
Fury?
But
Blades of Fury.
But when you finally get those, because I didn't think they were going to be in the game at all or anything, but when
I didn't either. Yeah,
because I was like, oh, it's just an axe or whatever. Like, but the axe is cool though. Like, it's a really awesome weapon. But when you get the blades, you're like, oh fuck, this is so cool.
He's back. Yeah. Yeah, that guy died, man. The guy that does the voice of Kratos.
Which one, the original one or the new one?
Oh, because it was somebody else in the new one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're right. But the original one, the guy from like Stargate SG-1 and all that shit. The black guy. Fuck. Yeah, he died, man.
God, that sucks.
Crazy. Yeah, Kratos, man.
Well, do we want to talk about our last news story here?
We can. It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just means so Microsoft buying Bethesda. So I guess that means there's going to be more Skyrim coming out on Xbox.
I mean, exclusives.
Skyrim Cheerios, Skyrim cereal. Skyrim's become like the new Doom of our kids' generation. Of can you put Skyrim on a calculator?
Yeah,
probably
dude,
can.
Real. Yeah, does it run Skyrim? Like, yeah.
Does it run Skyrim? Yeah.
I think that it'd be. I know that Microsoft needs exclusives to play against Sony, and we know that all the studios that they bought that we talked about like last year, even on the show, they're still probably a little ways out from having solid, like really good exclusives, right?
Yeah.
I know they have some coming out, but like you and I watched like that Xbox thing that they had, like all those games looked like garbage.
Yeah.
Like, nothing seemed amazing to me, and I'm not hating on Xbox, like I'm really not.
But nothing really stood out. Yeah,
having Bethesda is a big deal, and I think
because you got Fallout and Elder Scrolls there. What else does Bethesda make? There's probably some other
Doom.
stuff. Oh, Doom. Oh god, Doom Eternal was so. I forgot to put that on the list. That was so fucking good. That game.
I still need to play that. I've still only played the first Doom. I need to do that. I have Bethesda's launcher. I'm scared to open it. It's probably going to update. We can see what games they have. So, here's the thing. Bethesda, first of all, hold on. It was like $7.4 billion they bought it for, which is like more than they paid for Minecraft and like more than like Activision paid for Blizzard and like all that shit. So like that, I don't know that they're worth that much. They got some franchises, but I don't think they're World of Warcraft and Call of Duty money, dude. Can't be.
Yeah, like what other shit is even in? Yeah, they've got Doom Eternal. Like what other games are there? I mean, yeah, Fallout. Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein.
But they're not massive. Like, what's their biggest ticket item? Skyrim?
Probably Elder Scrolls and Fallout would be their
Fallout. But they flopped the last Fallout. I mean, that's a stumble.
Oh, are you talking about Fallout 76? Yeah, that one sucks shit.
How are they worth $7.4 billion? I don't get it. Like, if you told me Activision Blizzard was worth that, I'd be like, yep. But not Bethesda.
But I mean, Fallout, like the Fallout franchise is Fallout and Elder Scrolls will definitely get people wanting to buy those games. And if those are Microsoft exclusives, what would really piss me off though is they pull that same shit of, you can't play this on PC until a year after it's out. Like you could not do that, especially with Elder Scrolls and Fallout, where to me those are PC games. Their
core is from PC, yeah.
Yeah, to me, I can only play those kind of games on PC. I can't play them on console.
I was thinking that. So I think that they'll do a slow burn on that, or they'll do like a short timed exclusive or like a content exclusive thing on Microsoft, and it'll be on the Xbox. Let's be real, it won't be on Microsoft's whatever fucking store they decide to put it on PC.
They got to put it on Steam and shit because they'll make.
Well, it won't be on Steam. I guarantee they don't.
Fuck them.
Dude, everything's leaving Steam. Everybody wants their own launcher. Matt, I don't have all the launchers I have accounts for, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 launchers right now on my taskbar.
Oh god, I've only got like 4 or 5, but that's still way more than what I should have.
Yeah, but anyways, I don't know that they can get away with. See, here's the thing: if you're buying something like that for exclusivity, makes sense. It's probably a good buy. It's what Microsoft needs. Their core demographic is not an Xbox player, I think, for Bethesda. Yeah. So I really don't know what they're going to do, man. Like it's really weird to me, and I suspect there will be some exclusiveness. Why would you buy that and not do that?
I wouldn't put it past them if they did. I mean, it would only make sense because, I mean, that's why Sony beats Xbox every time is because of the exclusives and all that. I mean, look at the amazing games that came out on PS4, Last of Us, God of War, Horizon, Spider-Man, Uncharted and all that. Like those games are fucking all amazing and all that. But
yeah, they're absolutely massive. And they give a shit. Like you can say what you want. Like, I mean, look, Sony is an evil corporation too. Like I don't have an allegiance to any of these fucks, but they do give a shit when it comes to their games, and it shows. Microsoft, I think they wanted to give a shit. They just forgot to, I think, recently.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Like they put the money there, but like they didn't really like hang around to make sure shit got done right. The only thing that anybody ever really gave a shit about is the studio that does Forza. But I don't think they can.
That's the Microsoft one, right?
Yeah, that's like the Gran Turismo alternative.
Okay.
I think they do a lot of things right on Forza, and things better than Gran Turismo. And I grew up playing Gran Turismo. I love Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
But I think that Gran Turismo is one of those ones that whenever one comes out, it's never going to not be a big deal, and that it's never going to die. I think that Forza is already slipping into obscurity. I think they put out so many fucking games with all these Horizons and shit. They saturated the market, and people don't look forward to the next one. you know?
No, that makes sense. Oh, man.
So much shit, Matt. We've been talking for a long time, bro.
I know. So, yeah, and this is to be expected, too, because we haven't talked to each other in, like, forever. We've been so fucking busy, man. We gotta try to make sure we do this again, either if it's, like, every other week or...
I mean, I really am, dude. If anything, just on a friendship, even if we don't even make a podcast out, I mean, I'd like to make a podcast, but even if not, man, we need to make sure we're communicating more frequently, man, for sure.
Yeah, man. So I guess let's wrap this up. Where can people find you at?
I don't know. No. Killabees 2T on Twitter, but I'm really not on there. Just you know what? Go find the show on Instagram. VCR Gaming Podcast.
Because you still do the Instagram I see sometimes, right?
Yeah, I mean that may or may not be for tax purposes, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, no, I do jump in on the Insta for the show, and I still do post stuff, fun shit that I find or I see or I'm messing around with or whatever. But check us out on there. You can find me there. You can find me on there as well, Killabees. You can find the show. You can email the show if you really want to. That goes right to Matt and I's phones, vcrgamingpodcast@gmail.com. So if you really want to fuck with us, you can. Twitter @VCR Gaming. Where can they find you, Matt?
They can find me basically on Twitter. I pretty much live on Twitter @Magic with Zuby. And I post sometimes on Instagram. I'm definitely not on there a lot. @Magic_with_Zuby. I don't use my personal account anymore because, for other reasons. I could tell you off air.
Sure.
But that's pretty much it. And then I also do I do 2 Magic podcasts, and then I've got some exciting stuff coming up for my Magic stuff. So look out for some announcements coming out.
Heck yeah, man. I guess that's it. You can hit our website up if you want. It just brings you to the downloads. It's vcrgamingpodcast.com.
Oh, that's right. We still have that.
Yep. We're on all the platforms still, as far as I know. So you can still download us if you're listening to us one method and you want to try another, whether you're switching to Android or whatever. We're in the Google Play Store, baby. Come find us.
Oh, yeah. I need to put us on Spotify and Amazon Music.
You're tripping on that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because I finally got Magic with Zuby on Spotify. It took for fucking ever.
Damn, yeah, we should do that, man. We've got a good back catalog too. We should do that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
But all right, man. Well, that's it. We could keep going, so let's just end it here.
I have a ton of shit still to talk to you about.
Oh, I know.
So
me too.
Let's have another, man, for sure.
All right, man. Well, have a good night. All right.
All right, man. See ya.